What up, my people? Welcome to a new episode of your favorite podcast, Loose Talk.
Yay.
How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Loose Talk, another episode. My name is Osagie Alunge.
My name is Ayomide Tayo.
And I'm the lead researcher.
Steve Dede.
Yeah, we thank God.
Lead researcher is enough. I think everyone at this point knows.
No, I think we're getting on very well.
No, but I think everyone knows. There's no need to add Steve Diddy. Like, it's unnecessary at this point.
And I'll let you know why everyone might not know. Welcome to the new listeners. If you're listening for the very first time, welcome.
So, misery is good.
Misery is good.
Yeah, like mystery.
Mystery.
Yeah, mystery is very good. So,
okay.
When you listen
No,
for the first time...
Don't just drop that on us.
I'm
mystery
sorry.
is good.
Yeah.
Like, who defined
Philosopher.
this? It just
it's
says,
really good. When
Nigerians want to validate
you don't
something, they
play-
just pull out data from somewhere and just say, this thing is...
It's not a good thing when people figure you out, right?
Who said those?
Listen to me. I'm talking to a lead researcher. I've researched these things.
All right.
So,
From
when...
the funny part is he's going to fumble on this. He's going to fumble somewhere.
When the new listeners listen to the podcast, right?
Yeah.
They'll be wondering who's the lead researcher, right?
Yeah.
That might be what brings them back to the podcast next week.
I'm sorry, this is not best practice for podcasting. I'm sorry, I'm not going to.
There's no rule to this thing.
There are actually rules to
There's no
podcasting.
rule.
There are rules to
There's no
every.
rule, bro.
There are rules.
This is the internet. There's no rule.
No.
And
What do you do? This is the internet. There are no rules. Who came up with this
What
shit?
do you do when you want to be great? You don't follow the rules.
When you want to be great.
You want to be great and you want to be different.
You don't follow the rules.
Yeah.
You don't talk
fuck
in
the
West now.
Excuse me. As a matter of fact, let me tell you.
He did tackle your lead researcher.
Yes.
No, you're not good now.
As a matter of fact,
You don't have respect for my office.
say don't
Maybe really office.
For the title.
respect for my office. So,
All right.
I was reading somewhere, I was listening somewhere, I think it was Scott Galloway. Like, to be successful, right? It's actually not a big deal. You just need to follow some consistent steps that other people who are successful have done, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's in principle. In practice, In practice, it could be different things. You could take new steps, but just be consistent in it.
It's that consistency that is key.
That's
the key. Consistency.
Having grit as well, right?
that's true.
So some of those things, you have to have those qualities.
It's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
But like, if you want to be a successful, financial accountant,
You have to be consistent.
those steps are already defined.
Yeah.
You know the X, Y, like you know what to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Then, life can throw hard balls at you.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
those things are already defined.
But 9 out of 10 times, you'll be successful.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway.
I remember Emma used to say something. He said, like, normal conversations, especially with you, and anytime, like, he said something that day. You guys argued at the basketball game.
That was a long time ago.
So he was talking about success. He said he has not seen somebody who did something well consistently for 10 years, and that person was not successful. He said he has looked at it, he has sat down to think about it, look at people, draw up references to see that people who do things consistently and in a good way, they actually become successful at that thing.
I like how you just define how people do proper lead researching. Yeah, and I hope you take some points from there.
You take some clues.
From there. That you have to master your 10,000 hours.
Yeah, you can't cheat that.
It's not easy. So when you say consistency, it's not that easy. There's a lot of discipline.
My brother.
Right? Because consistency is also involves doing things when you are not ready to do it.
Facts.
Or when you are tired.
Facts.
But you just have to do it.
Or something else comes. Another opportunity comes.
Thank you.
You
don't have to stop. Yeah, it's true. It's not easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
I think that's like one thing. Another thing to look at, right, is how people struggle with doing a lot of things. And we talked about that last week.
Yep.
But like, I've struggled with that. I'm sure you guys have also struggled with that.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Your brain, I don't know if it happens to everybody, but you can literally do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can also move your career into a lot of places.
Yeah.
And those things interest you.
Yeah.
Staying in one place or in one field kind of stagnates you.
It does.
Or you just feel,
I was listening to this podcast. Robert Peterson came to the
podcast.
Robert or Jordan?
Jordan Peterson.
Okay.
He was saying, so they were talking about career evolution. The risk. And he said something that is even in the trailer of that podcast. So anytime they're advertising that podcast on the New York Times, they always play that trailer. He said there's more risk when you don't evolve, like when you don't have any career evolution, like when you stick to one career, career path. So there's more risk to that if you change at some certain point. And that thing always rings, like it always plays in my head. And I even apply it to life too. As a human, there must be that constant evolution. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
In the wise words of Terry Madaki, aka Terry the Rap Man, the greatest risk in life is never to take a risk.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree.
Wise words. Yeah, with those wise words from our lead researcher, we welcome you again to the podcast.
Yep.
Welcome our new listeners. If you're listening for the first time, hope you guys have fun. It gets a bit wild, generally fun. And to our returning listeners, shout out to you guys. I want to give a big shout out to people who write fan mails and just write into the podcast.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you guys that you take the time
It's not easy.
to do that.
I actually do that a lot.
You write to
I
people.
appreciate them a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
even you guys
Right.
reach me up on my DM, I make sure I respond to them.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's so
it's not
nice.
easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always don't respond to anybody.
Yeah.
How do you know? I respond to people that send me stuff now.
What they send you?
Yeah.
What they say.
So thanks for we enjoyed this episode. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody reaches me.
You are not on Instagram.
You're not anywhere now.
I'm literally, I don't tweet or post, but doesn't mean I'm not
Yeah,
there.
you are not out of sight is out of
The only
mind.
post
Wow, I
I
thought-
post was the first of this month. I said this month we should make sacrifices.
Sacrifices. That's
The
all.
photo of KOK.
KOK, Kanayo.
Wait, hold on. You're saying out of sight, out of mind. I thought they said the heart grows fonder in absence.
Okay, that was Shakespeare's time. Shakespeare didn't have Instagram. Shakespeare didn't have Instagram.
Shakespeare didn't have social media.
He
The
didn't have social
attention
media. That's why I
span
could
is
write
too
all those
much.
books now. That's why I could write all those books.
Shakespeare not having Instagram is
He did
wild.
not have an
Yeah,
Instagram.
That's why I could write those books.
Because the bodies would have taken his attention.
Finish out. Lady Victoria of the Afro Court just posted a photo now. About just say fuck Romeo and Juliet.
Imagine. See, let me tell you something. Thank God Instagram didn't exist back then. No. Isaac need to know for don't sit down on that tree.
no.
Come and say apple fall down. What's this gravity?
The gravity he would have found out was we use a different example.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my God. Anyways, let's go into it. How was your week, guys?
Lead researcher, lead us into the week.
how's my week? I don't think everything about my week concerns my work. I don't think I had a good week because I still worked this morning.
Damn.
I'm still going to work this night just because last week I was a bit distracted with other stuff, so I couldn't finish my task.
Distracted with what?
So, that's a very important question. We recorded a podcast on Monday, so I left my house. That kind of like distorted my day.
Okay.
On Tuesday, what happened on Tuesday? On Tuesday, maybe I was sick or something. Maybe I was I was really tired. So Wednesday, the week really started. I did something to stop on Wednesday. On Thursday, I had an extra task, like that they just gave me impromptu. So I didn't, couldn't take off something from my to-do list. Then Friday happened, moved so fast, Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to work. But recording on Saturday anyway. So
Yeah.
I have to work. I worked this morning before I went to play football.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
woke up really very early, like around 3 a.m. And I'm going to before I sleep, I'm going to sleep around 2 a.m. ish. So I'll just do some stuff. But tomorrow I'll be free though. So that's how.
Dope. How about you?
Work was great. I came back from my leave.
Ooh.
Yes, and
How was your first day back at work?
normal. So we had to go. So all this while for the last 2 months we were working remotely, at home, working from home. But now we are back to our daily commute. So I had to return to the office on Monday.
How's that commuting in Lagos?
Funny enough, the roads are clear. Shout out to Akpabio. That's his name. That's his name, right?
Who's that?
Tinubu's Moriki or something. Not Akpabio.
Oh, okay. I have that.
Whatever it is.
I just call him Bat.
But there are much like.
Oh, you're
cars on the
shouting
road.
out to Bat for clearing traffic for you.
He's a master genius. You people don't understand. He's playing 4D chess. You don't understand.
Oh my God.
You people don't understand what he's doing. You were complaining about traffic and he increased the price of everybody's at home. So yeah, going back to work was cool. Writing for 2 hours a day. I think I did that on Monday and Tuesday. Had writer's block on Wednesday. Went back to it on Thursday.
What do you do to clear your writer's block?
Nothing. Just continue.
Just keep writing.
Just keep writing. If you can't keep writing, just go and do something else. Do something creative. And when it falls back, it falls back. Apart from that, nothing much else happened during the week or so. Still chasing some interviews here and there. You know it is.
Crazy. My week, right? The high point of my week was being vexed about how our data, right, our information as Nigerians is all over the place, and they've not been able to
Centralize.
No centralizing.
you know, and just
Unify it.
aggregate everything, right? And it's a huge problem. We have BVN, we have NIN, right?
You
We
have passports.
1 million. You have passport. You have 1 million forms of identification: voters ID card,
Driver's
license, passport. Oh, I went to pick up my driver's license, by the way.
Yeah. Was it smooth?
It was so yeah, but it just took longer than usual.
Yeah,
So
okay.
usually when you go to pick your driver's license or create like a new one, right? They give you a temporary card. Now, temporary card
Alright.
had expired, right? And driver's license wasn't ready. The original wasn't ready. But I went to pick it up. Now, okay. Now, I'm at, in this damn freaking cubicle at the pensions manager's place, right? And they say, oh, like, okay, the main problem you shouldn't have is that if you have any irregularity in,
Your name, your date
oh
of birth.
my God.
Bro, I've seen people run mad over that thing.
bro,
Go here,
Bro,
go there, write letter.
court affidavit.
Affidavit.
Let's even leave that and jump into why is it so easy to get a court affidavit
I don't
without
know.
even meeting the judge or anybody?
I've done notary this. I had to do notary this year. I didn't see the lawyer. Just get one woman on. Opposite.
Ogba,
NIJ.
let me tell you, you know that woman?
Yeah, I know the woman with the Asian typewriter. The one I said, mommy, notary said the one just
Fam, just give this woman 3K.
2.5.
They do everything in front of
2.5. They do.
Bro,
It's
they
a
do
problem.
WAEC certificates.
No, I'm not talking about illegal stuff. Oh.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's not illegal. So if you lose your WAEC certificate,
Yeah.
the process of getting it back,
Oh, they are in charge.
the process of getting it back is very difficult.
It's
WAEC will send you back to the school.
yeah.
Yeah.
You go and you cut your beards if you have beards as an adult.
No.
You take a passport photograph
There's no hope for
of the secondary school uniform
What?
and use it to apply, bro. And use it to apply to WAEC. Officially, that's what happens.
What?
They use it to apply to WAEC. I've tweeted about these things now.
That is so 1965.
That wasn't happening in 1965.
Imagine me going back to my secondary school now and shaving my beard and now wearing school uniform.
Wait, are you for real?
I'm coming.
Oh, mom, you people that lost your certificates now they try you.
What?
So imagine if I schooled in
So
somewhere
every
like
day,
Jigawa.
so as I said this in 2nd of September last year, every day Nigerian finds new ways to frustrate people. So WAEC knows they used super ink to print certificates of some certain years. Years after, when the ink fades, they will require to go back to the school to get a letter, then get passport photographs with your secondary school uniforms and without your beard before you can start the process of reprinting. A very horrible and taxing process for adults who have little time. Then somebody said, wait, what? I said, yeah, this country continues to shock me. I can't believe
Guess what?
WAEC is asking adults to shave off their beards and go take passports for photographs in their secondary school uniform before they can apply for
Shouldn't
reprint of
WAEC
the
have your
certificates.
image?
What annoyed me is, because it's my brother's certificate, right?
Yeah.
The year, there were like 4 or 5 years that WAEC actually admitted themselves that they used, the contractor that printed the certificates used
Inferior ink.
inferior ink. This certificate still exists, but every day the ink fades. So the guy it's not as if he wanted to use it to do anything. We're like, this is my WAEC result. He doesn't even know his name.
Didn't he scan it or take a picture or something?
Bro, that was a long time ago. That's another problem. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. So
And these records are in the database.
bro, he's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
But
They
to
say you should
access
go
it
and
is a
reprint.
problem.
Yeah.
Ideally, your secondary school should even have your passport photograph. Then
So my
WAEC
bro-
should have it.
Obviously, my brother is not around, so he has been very troubled about it. He has this. He's someone who he really likes things to be in order. Like my WAEC certificate has to be. It doesn't have any use for it, but I really need it. So one day I was like, I drove to Ogba, to the WAEC office. Immediately I was entering there. Do you remember certificates? They were just
They'll hound you now. Normal.
But I ignored them. So when I went in and got the full gist, I
"Mommy,
can't go meet them.
Mommy,
They delivered. I don't know if it's original. I don't know if it's original certificate or maybe if you need it for something. they will discover that it's fake, but it's the results.
Yeah.
Because I had to pay for another person to go with the number to go and check
They've
on the
linked
portal
up
to
with
see the
somebody
results.
there.
Bro,
Yeah.
they deliver
It's
the
a racket.
certificate. They deliver the certificate
It's a racket.
in like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Done.
Why does this happen? So why does it happen in every government institution?
They make these things difficult so that they will be able to frustrate people and make money off
Of,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
It's like when you go to
the-
passport
That's
office.
the typical
too.
Nigeria. That's the
The
typical
money
Nigerian
they are
way.
generating from that side.
From that
illegal, yeah.
illegal thing, yeah.
It's more than a
That's
salary.
what is.
So
That's
they are
what
going
is
to spoil it.
pushing. That's what is.
Everybody is getting
It's a
a
system
cut.
that
Thank
pays
you.
itself. So
So that's why they're pushing people to
What is this teaching Nigerians? It's just teaching Nigerians
illegality.
that once you have
no,
money,
see,
Once, yeah.
you can get
You
stuff
can-
done.
yeah.
see
it's
anything
not
I
stuff
need,
done.
anything I need from the government, I always make sure that I have money for kickback. I please, I cannot do the normal process.
Do you know how
Give me the
rich?
fast
Do you know
process.
how? Do you know how much this guy is in the road ordinance office is making in Lagos now? Just because of that new law that you have to carry your car
For testing.
to
Yeah.
testing. That's the Lagos State is the only place they do it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Let us get to get
You
madness.
take your car to they will test the car.
They take it
The
through a
problem
machine.
now is the majority of the cars they test, they must see fault in your car.
Yes, no.
So that they will just tell you, say, I bring
bring something.
Yes, no. I
Because they
remember
don't
when I
tell
went
you to fix the car.
my
They don't
former
tell-
car. Remember when I took it there? I gassed the shocks, like, but gassed the shock, this my brake, everything. The guy reached there, he was using one machine to press it. He said, this thing is not good. I said, okay, you must give me my roadworthiness. This thing, I just repaired it. I just did it. I argued. Immediately, I mentioned journalists.
Yeah. Free.
That's automatically
Free.
my
Before you go and write
roadworthiness.
story on them.
You know, so it does not make sense now. If you don't, I think there should be like so many rackets there. If people don't.
See, everywhere there's a government institution is rackets.
Bro.
Don't bother yourself.
So, Osagie, that's why when you travel outside of this country, things that are easy are so difficult here because people are looking for ways to frustrate people. When you frustrate people, what happens? They start paying you.
You start jumping queues and
Start
all
jumping
that stuff.
queues. Yeah, that's what happens.
But you know the funny thing, this spirit follows us abroad. Because if you talk to people who go to the Nigerian embassy in London or in America, they
Horrible.
complain about the same horrible anyhow
Horrible.
behavior.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Horrible.
I've noticed someone, a friend of the pod that you guys know was saying the same thing. When, went to the embassy in the US and I think it was in somewhere down south. I don't know, not
Yeah.
in New York, Sha.
Yeah,
And it was the same thing.
yeah.
Same issue.
It's like you're in Nigeria.
Bro, it's like
they
they
just
just
carry Nigeria, boom,
same thing, same problem.
anyhowness.
What is happening?
This is the reflection of the Nigerian spirit and the character, mediocrity, disorganization, corruption.
I think, going back to this whole data collection thing, it's a problem that a lot of people still don't have NIN.
And they're moving around.
At least almost, I won't say if you have a bank account now, you probably have a BVN. If you can receive more than, or you can spend more than 20,000, receive more than 20,000, probably have a bank verification number.
Yeah, but that's
Which has
tightening it
helped.
now. There are a few things, there are a lot of things you can't do until you have like
Your
an
BVN.
NIN or a BVN.
Yeah. NIN. The problem.
Don't forget voters card though.
Oh my
Permanent
God.
voters card.
Yeah. Problem is that recording of births and deaths, right?
Yeah.
Because we've not been able to create like a strong network that collates that data,
Yeah.
right? Everything is just scattered.
Yeah, ideally, that should be a census. If you
Yeah.
have a strong if you have a strong system of recording, oh, this was when this person was giving birth to, and this is when this person died. You have a rough estimate of how many people are in your country.
And this is because for the longest time, it was never introduced. So how were people like getting shit done in the 80s and 90s?
But why do you want to introduce it when it allows for corruption? At the end of the day, why introduce something that will kill your business?
Nigerians don't like data.
No, Nigerians don't like data. I'm still trying to see if anybody in Nigerian police force can ask me how effective are roadblocks or checkpoints to stopping crime in Lagos or in Nigeria. Show me the data that, because of the roadblocks we've done or the checkpoints, crime has reduced by 40%. Because we know they're not stopping crime there.
The most important data is how much do I make in a location?
Yeah, thank you. How much do we make in these 4 checkpoints here, sir?
Yep.
That's all. They can nobody. I put it to them. They're listening to it.
I remember
they cannot produce that
police
data.
one checked stopped me like a week ago.
Week ago.
She asked for my driver's license. I gave her. She asked for my car documents. I gave her.
Why Nigerian policewomen very tough?
Then she was like, what of your roadworthiness? Is it? I said, which one is your business with roadworthiness?
You're not the
it's not
roadworthiness.
your
That's what I
person.
asked her now.
Yeah.
I said, it's there, but what's your business with
You're
the
not last one. You're not FRC.
She couldn't
FRC.
answer. She said, if you don't get money, just they go abeg. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Let me just give her 500 naira.
The other woman I said, if that one no go give anything, make it just they go.
Make it they
Ah,
go.
That's just look at how irritating it is.
It's not effective. It doesn't help in
Someone
communal
asking me my
policing.
roadworthiness.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
And my,
Like-
plate numbers. I said, you're not VIO. You're not road safety. What's your business?
Ideally, even all this stuff that we have, VIO, road safety, it's actually the job of the police. It's because the police can't do shit. That this everybody
They
started,
started extracting.
You know, have you noticed those guys that wear brown? Local community service police and stuff. That in my
No.
area.
I know neighborhood watch.
No, that one neighbor is what. There's one that I think is blue or brown they wear.
I'm sure it's the only trenches.
No, not only trenches because I've seen it somewhere else. I think
Where?
that's Lagos
Have you seen
State's
it in
form
Lekki? Have
of.
you seen it in Lekki? Have you seen
Fuck
it in
it.
Ikeja
Lekki is
GRA?
not. Sorry, excuse me. When you're talking about
Have you
places,
seen it in Ogudu GRA?
excuse me. When you're saying
Not the
places,
Have you seen it in
Lekki,
Magodo?
no, Steve. First
they
of
call
all,
Lekki.
when you're talking about 1%
Okay,
people,
man, no call Lekki. I'm sorry.
when you're talking about people that live in the
I'm
1%,
sorry.
don't call Lekki.
That was a mistake. That was
Lekki is a
mistake.
decorated machine, please.
That was a mistake.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a mistake.
But there's some sort of local Lagos State police right now
Okay.
that just does communal policing. That's because the main police are useless. They don't do anything.
Bro, do you know how? I don't want to.
Let's
I
not
don't,
go. Let's not go into
yeah,
it. Let's record our podcast.
Okay, let's just record our podcast. Let's go into fan mail.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is from David. David says, "Hey, Loose Talk Giants. I trust you are well. My greetings to Osagie and his green tea. AOT2, the soon to be published author
Thank you very much.
and the lead researcher himself. I have a quick one. Have you heard about the investigative journalism series Eagle Eye by Ajuri Ngelale? Hope you have. I'd like to know your thoughts on it based on your knowledge in journalism industry. You
I don't
haven't?
I
That's
haven't.
the first time
You've
hearing
checked
about
it?
it.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Can you pen that down so we'll come and talk about it next week?
All right. Is it in the talking points, Abi?
No. It's in a fan mail.
Eagle Eye.
Yeah, Eagle Eye by Ajuri Ngelale. I hope I got that right. All right, this is from Anonymous. Hello, AOT2, Osagie, and Steve Dede. I am visually impaired, and due to ASU's love for strike, my family decided that I should go and complete my LLB abroad. For this reason, and for the reason that I have aunties over there, I am now applying to schools in the UK. My aunts all live in London, and only one lives in Liverpool. Now I have been caught up in the web of confusion about these issues. 1. Robert Gordon is a great school, has good facilities for persons with visual impairment, but only has campus in Scotland, which is where I know no one. 2. My mom's cousin is doing her LLM in Unilaw. It is also a great school and has great facilities for students with visual impairment, but requires an English test and does not need WAEC or NECO, which are what I have. 3. Northumbria would have been the one without the issue, but their semester starts September and we were looking at January. Please, I need your advice. Thank you. P.S. Please, I'm sorry if this was long. This was not long at all. Trust me, we've seen long emails. This is actually very short. 3 options. What do you advise, Steve?
First and third, because if you'll be ready in January, September is almost the same thing. It's like 3 months.
But the first one is he's going to
Scotland
be, but it's going to be all alone. He doesn't know anybody there.
So
Now, for
do
a
you have
visually
any-
impaired person, you
Yeah,
probably want to
yeah,
have,
that's true, that's
especially because it's a new area,
Yeah, that's true.
and all that.
Even so, those not visually impaired, just going abroad, just the adjustment, only you there. It's going to take a while.
True,
Yeah.
true. Except me, fine going anywhere alone. You know how people want to. Oh, I need. I really.
Almost some
I want
people
to
need
go
to.
alone.
Some people need to.
Why are you two? You're alone now.
If I did UK, you go fit me there, but still.
But you understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
You
yeah,
can.
yeah,
You can be fine if you're alone. Nobody. You don't know anybody.
yeah. But some people are like social animals. They
Yeah.
really want to connect, and they're
Steve, what
not
about
there.
you?
Me?
You're social
You
animal.
know the level.
Ah, Steve.
Anywhere better face.
Maybe just the
Maybe just they go.
I think the January one will be good for him though, or her though.
But it starts in September.
starts
That's the
in
Oh,
problem.
it's September, and they're
Yeah.
looking at January.
They were looking at January.
How about the second one?
The
They
second
need-
one is, the second one is good though because his mom's cousin is doing an LLM at Unilaw, right?
Yeah.
It's a great school, has great facilities for students with visual impairment, but requires an English test. I think that's like either TOEFL or IELTS,
You can pass
yes.
English now. There's no harm.
and does not need WAEC or NECO, which is what I have. But again,
What does it need? What does it need?
Just an
Probably
English
IELTS
test.
or
Just an
TOEFL.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
English
okay.
test. Now, I don't know like the deal with writing this kind of exam for
For
people who
visual,
are
yeah,
visually
yeah,
impaired.
yeah.
If
They have-
visually impaired people can write this exam, they have their special. I think you should go for it.
Yeah,
My brother, it's not hard.
it's not. It's
It's
English.
not hard. It's not hard. Boys don't do it. Not the. You understand? I think that's the one because you need someone, right? Because the other one starts in September.
Yeah.
They were thinking it was January. Except you want to,
You want to quicken
You want
the
rough
fast
on.
and expedite the
uh-huh,
process.
and if
yeah.
you can, fine. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you should go to somewhere where
You don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
we've narrowed it down to 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
If you can speed it up for September, which is just in a few days,
Yeah.
wow.
Few weeks, like 2, couple of
There's
weeks.
an option 4.
Which is
Wait till January, my guy. Wait till January.
no. Now, if you you can't wait till January. There's no option to wait in January because
And go for the next round now.
next
Is
year.
is the next round in September?
It's got to
Yeah,
be obviously.
no.
No. Maybe.
No, I thought they always have like 2 sessions where they.
Come on, no.
I'm
If it's
on-
next September, it's far.
See this escape from Nigeria. Running
We don't
chance.
know. We don't know waiting. Bro, you fit gather follow day Niger with us, so that next September.
Bro, now you gotta get the
Oh,
bomb with
true.
us. I beg.
Ah.
That's even to remind you guys. I've told you guys now. I'm Jackpot now.
Well, what's Jakwa?
To start my life in Benin Republic.
Benin Republic.
Steve was
after
asking
the
one very
war, I'll
strange
come.
question in the group.
After the war, I'll come back.
Are you serious?
Steve said,
Yeah.
"What are please? What are the alliances of?"
I sent something now. I sent you guys something. I
He said, "Does
updated
our
that
president
thing.
know the alliances of Ecuador?"
I've been
Because
to
if those
Benin. It's
people- it's
actually a
not-
nice country.
If those people join the war, what I go do?
well,
it, might
mass
lead,
attack,
it, might
mass
lead, it might lead
defense.
to other things.
Yeah.
You know, so.
We'll talk about it.
Aren't you looking to Ghana? Looking towards
I don't want
Ghana?
to join the army now, my brother. I don't care power. Look at me now. I'm a free looking
No, it's
guy.
Ghana. It's Ghana
I'm
aligned with
I'm
Nigeria.
weak.
Steve, as you enter army like this, you're a sergeant. You're a sergeant
Why
already.
does you want to go to Ghana?
Ghana, it's fast more. I know to get transport. My transport fare, not to no much.
You just take a flight now.
No, which flights? I get money for flight now. They go Benin Republic.
Benin Republic.
Now
one
because
time.
I fit trek go from Badagry now. I make her the talk say.
There was
I'll
one
just enter
small-
bus, go yellow bus now. I'll just enter from Oshodi. Oshodi to Bega, it should be about 1K now.
You don't reach Semeboda.
I don't reach my border now.
Say,
From there,
what
I just
border you
throw
go rough
down. I don't even need to pay anybody. I just the
Just throw.
Before I just throw down.
Enter there.
I don't want to fight over my brother. I don't deal.
This guy, well, okay. So yeah, hopefully Anonymous, we've narrowed it down for you. Okay. Hey guys, this is from. So quick one, guys. If you want us to read your name, you have to somehow say "from" at the end of the email. If not, I'm just going to call your name. But this is, hey guys, hope you guys are doing great. The last episode, you expressed some difficulties in relating to Bible stories.
Yes, I think we mentioned our Bible stories.
I thought I'll put you on a series that made the Bible stories very relatable for me. The series is called The Chosen.
Okay.
I know The Chosen. They're always running ads on Twitter. Yeah. You've come across it on YouTube? You haven't? At all?
No.
Steve?
My algorithm is different. Way different.
I know it's baddies. Now baddies
It's not
joke.
baddies, it's
baddies.
actually
If it's not
podcast.
Christ that
It's
is on your
podcast.
timeline, it's baddies.
Podcasts
I don't
and
understand.
movies, please.
How can podcasts be? What's podcast? People don't advertise podcasts
Actually,
on
my
Twitter.
social media is sane. You can't see baddies anyhow. It's very sane.
Let
It's
me
clean.
see your search on
Okay.
Instagram.
No, that one is different. Search is different from FYP.
Instagram is different.
No,
Instagram has its own
no.
purpose.
Open your search.
Okay.
You open your Steve. Open
Okay,
your
let's open our search.
I'm going to open my search now. Don't go and not recommend anything. No.
See my search now. I beg now.
On IG.
Okay.
Not to go down. Not to just take
I'm
the-
going down. I'm going down. I'm going down. What's Steve doing? Don't clear.
No, I'm not trying anything.
No, it's not your search. Well, you can't. Now you can start saying not interested.
Yeah, but FYP is clean. Not seen.
Okay, so I'm looking at Ayo's, search page.
Wait, is it search or FYP you're looking at?
What was FYP?
For you page now.
No, it's search.
Oh, you said okay. This one, okay.
What's-
Oh, that's
what's
for
the
your
score?
explore
Okay,
page
okay,
now.
okay.
This is the explore page, right?
Yeah, the explore
I'm on the
page.
explore
Oh,
page.
explore page you do.
It's probably nothing there.
Nothing there, my
Bro,
explore page.
Seeing one body,
which body is that?
but generally, this is a very
Trust me.
sane
It's
explore
clean,
page.
fam.
It's
It's clean,
clean.
fam. They won't get me. They won't
It's
get
actually
me.
a clean explore page. It's
I've
very clean.
expunged all the daughters
Alright.
of Jezebel for my.
All right, Steve, let me have yours. All right, Ayo is safe. What are we doing on Twitter? I said we should go to Instagram. We went to Twitter. Concern me on Twitter. All right, let me have a look at Steve's on. As sports just took for the bodyguard, Chris Brown. Ah, God. No, okay. I mean, everything is just sports. What's going on, Steve?
That's my
Is that
main
the only
page
thing
now.
you just consume? Sports. I'm actually not impressed. Okay, you can have a look at mine.
But this is my person. If you go to I'm not usually on this Instagram.
Oh,
If
you
go
have
to
a
the-
Finsta.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
let
a
me go to the
burner.
Finsta. This is my own eye. Can have a look.
Okay, football. There's a lady dancing by the right, taking a yash, but there's no problem.
Yeah, a fan.
That right is saved for. That one is that's Satan's corner in everybody's FYP.
That one, I mean.
That right
that
is
long
very
one.
hard.
That long one.
Very hard to remove it. Hurricane.
That's my burner.
Bentley Daosa.
Um,
The Akpata sisters. Who again?
Why do you have a burner, Steve?
Just football.
That's
Everybody has a
nice
burner
to
now.
search, yeah.
No, but why do you need a to follow people that
watch
are
people's-
private?
To
Don't
watch
worry.
people's story,
So just to
so that they will not know that I'm watching.
yes.
Okay, then
nah.
you now search for them.
I'll
because
search
they're
for
not
them.
following.
Yeah,
That's how you do it. Now everybody
That's
has
how
a
you do
burner
it
now.
Yeah, just go myself. Oh.
Ghana,
No.
we.
Oh, because people that post, they go and look
They
at
go
people
and
that.
look
Ah,
at
they
people
look,
that
oh,
watch.
they look,
A
oh,
lot of
they
people
look,
do
oh.
it, though.
They look. They say, "Oh, you not look at my stories lately."
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Are you for real?
Yeah,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
real, bro. For real.
I've seen a body. Steve. It's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture. It's a mixture. Shout out to you. Okay, so he says the series is called The Chosen. It focuses on Jesus and his work with the disciples while on earth. It made the story of his mission so relatable. You can watch the first season on Netflix and the rest of the series on the Angel Studio app on the App Store. I've also heard about that. I think I downloaded it once way back ago, but I took it out. All right, thank you very much for that. This is from Phil. Hey guys, it's Philemon again. Hope you guys are well and good. Big shout out to you guys for the podcast. I always have something to look forward to on Monday, and I learned a lot from you guys as well. Shout out to you too. Thank you. There's always something to learn in every episode, and that's what makes this pod really special. It's not just about the crews and bands like other podcasts. Keep up the good work, guys. I was in an argument with a friend this week, and I wanted to know what you guys thought about it. Here's the question. Is whiskey... Oh my
Oh,
God.
Lord have mercy. You didn't have to even say the full thing.
Is whiskey still the greatest of his generation? I love to hear what you guys think. Also, I want to plug some of my newest articles. The links are at the end of the trail. Thanks, guys. The first article is Bella Shmurda Rights the Wrongs of the Horror Show. That was his debut album. Second article is Crayon Has Been in the Trenches. Now He's Living in Triumph. Album review. And the third is Checkmate is a poor attempt at reclaiming mainstream success. We'll help you and put the links in the show
Which one
notes.
is Checkmate?
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
That's why has the second album.
Oh,
Who?
Bella.
You have the first. No, you talking about the EP.
Oh,
He's
the
comparing the
EP.
EP to the first album.
he had high tension.
Yeah.
High Tension is the first album, maybe.
Yeah. Then DND is the new EP.
The EP is good.
Yeah. Try.
Shout out to Bella Shmurda. I'm a fan of his music.
What
Is
are
whiskey?
you remember his favorite, his viral interview. What are you really good at? That
see.
about it. Thinking.
Yeah, thinking is good.
I can think.
Thinking is good now.
Nigga said he can't think. All right, whiskey is the greatest of the generation. I think. See,
Yep.
there's a lot of nuance
Yep.
and context to this thing,
There
right?
is.
We know that there are some outstanding people that have carried the flag for every
Yeah.
generation. That's how I see it, right? There are 6 generations. First generation is them, Two-Face, and co, right?
No. Yes.
The
okay,
first
so
generation
that's-
is the LD,
the first
Tony
generation is-
Tetsuila,
no. The first generation is Tony Tetsuila,
LD,
Idris,
Idris, right?
Remedies.
LD, yes.
Second generation is
Two-Face.
is now well, first generation is Plantation Boys etc. Abi?
Yeah.
Second generation is now
Two-Face,
Two-Face,
Two-Face.
Ibanch,
Yes.
P Square.
Yes.
Third generation is Neto, Banky, MI.
MI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fourth generation is Wiz, Davido, Burna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth generation is Kiss Daniel, Techno,
Shantizo.
This guy, Runtown,
Runtown. Right. Sixth generation is Rema, Ira Star,
Fireboy.
Fireboy,
Fireboy,
all the boys, Joe
and
Boy.
the Crayon. Sorry.
Is Burna
Crayon,
is
blah, blah,
Burna
blah.
Boy is Burna Boy in that set?
Yes, he just matured late
He just
Burna Boy-
started late.
because
He's like
he-
Ashake now.
because he's.
You can't
he's-
put Ashake with the Rema set.
You can, my brother.
Asake is
It's
in
not
Joe
about
Boy.
it's not about age. It's
not
about
about age.
Yeah.
It's
not
about
about
when
age.
He just didn't blow. You know, he said that he just
My brother,
got blow.
Ashake is this generation.
No, 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 no.
no.
Where are you going to put Ashake?
Where are you
With
going
them
to put
Kiss
Ashake?
Daniel.
No, but the Fireboy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
it.
now.
That's the set.
yeah,
They're in the same set.
That's the same set now.
Yeah, the same
Sorry,
set.
I thought there was another one after. No,
Oh, okay, no,
there's no.
there's
That's
no-
the last set.
that's the last set so
far.
That's the last set.
Yeah. So Burna is in them them Wiz set now because like to practice what year?
Sounds rough.
When did Davido drop back when?
Burna was in Damiduro.
2011.
Burna was in Damiduro video now. So
Exactly.
what are we saying? Yeah, go and watch it. If you watch it, you see Burna there.
When did he drop live? 2012,
2012. So he's there.
2013.
2013.
So 2013.
So Wiz, they followed themselves. Wiz dropped in 11.
He was just at the end of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I agree. Una win. Una don't catch me.
Forgot to mention
So-
Ice Prince in
Catch me.
the whiskey there.
Yes, Ice.
Ice
and the
Prince
Prince.
is definitely there.
Yeah,
obviously.
And the Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wiz still has it. Oh.
So if you say the greatest in generation, I don't think there's any greatest in generation in all these generations we called.
My brother, they ask you a question.
This
Answer.
thing, yeah,
Just
you have
choose
been,
one.
you have been an
You're
OG
being
now.
political
No,
now.
no.
When you were
I'm-
24 in
No,
the
no,
barber
no.
shop, you knew the kind of arguments you had.
I don't
That
come,
is what
don't
they're
come,
having
don't
right
come with
now.
that line. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do it,
no,
don't do it,
no,
don't do it, don't do it.
There
Can
must be a
You
goal.
can't, no.
Can I
Don't
explain?
don't play politics.
Can
with
I
this.
explain? Can I explain?
Don't just
Yes.
tell us who the
You can
goat
explain,
is.
no evidence.
No
Oh, God,
evidence.
just talk your own.
Just talk
explain,
your
but no
own. No
evidence.
evidence.
Because no evidence. See, here's my own,
Yeah.
right? We're all kings.
no. This is the only enter.
Let me explain now. Can I? Can I explain?
No enter. No.
Can I explain?
No
Can I explain?
Because you don't get evidence.
You don't get evidence. Which
can
one
I
we are all
ex-
kings? Now only one crown there now.
Can I explain?
Okay.
J. Cole is the one that said we all kings.
Down at Jeko. That's why he's always number 3 in every ranking they give him. He's
dead.
always number 3. Nobody ever puts him at number 1.
Let me explain. In all these 6 generations we called, right? There are at least three people that
That
lead
is
the
top,
charge.
top, yeah.
Always, yes.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Those. So, are you going to say
All
that?
right, let's call it 3.
Okay, in the first generation,
Tony Tesula is definitely there. D was definitely there.
that is tribesmen.
And
You won't even call it these tribesmen.
it's tribesmen. I don't call it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying everybody has Idris. Also,
Yeah,
the first,
Idris.
The first generation, I'll say Idris, Tony
And
Tesula.
you won't even say Idris. You say plan. You say
You
remedies.
say remedies, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say Idris. Yeah.
So we'll say remedies, and we can chook in Tony Tesula.
Plantation
there.
Boys, Tony Tesula,
and Plantation Boys.
Boys, and Idris, and remedies.
Where do you now want to put Sultan? The people that led the charge.
Sultan,
He didn't lead the charge.
Sultan was never a top 10.
Sultan was never a top. Was never an
He was
A
always
list.
a top 10, sha.
It was like a
It
B
was
list.
Bill, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Sultan and Banky had the same kind of like career.
B list kind of
Consistent Bill
There was
list.
a
They are
time-
consistent,
there-
though.
but
They'll
there was-
give you
but there was a
consistent.
time when Banky, but there was a time Banky went A list too.
He was on
He was
the,
niggling. He was niggling
but
the
he
A
never,
list.
yeah.
Yeah.
Went a
That strong thing.
But the problem is
that
that-
strong thing era.
That you know that MI set could not. Somehow the whiskey set overtook them, and they
Yeah.
could not.
Before
keep up
you knew
the
it,
pace.
before you knew they moved.
The longevity of that success was very short. Like their time was very
Very
short.
short.
It came in 07,
Because
08.
because the other
But the boys at the back, they
the boys
tore
at
them
the back
apart.
were so
They
angry.
tore the eyes all of them, tear them like
So
bro,
angry.
bye bye.
You know, because Tiwa is also Tiwa still did that set. That,
And they are the-
that's the
No,
whiskey
Tijuana
set.
and then
That's what I'm saying. Whiskey set
And they are
now.
and they are,
Kelly
you know
Kelly.
what?
There are a lot of talents.
You know
there.
what? That's the most enduring set. Look at all of them. Olamide,
All of them are still
Tiwa,
burning.
Wiz,
Yeah.
Bonner,
Yeah.
David.
All of them are still there.
They are still running shit more than
Yeah.
everybody else.
They had the
I
longest.
feel
At the,
bad.
they had the longest stay at the top.
I feel bad for them Banky sets. You know
I
why?
feel bad,
yeah,
yes.
Because they were still struggling with Two-Face and
Thank
Mohit and
you.
Yes,
Square.
they still have to be backing those ones.
yes.
Do you understand?
Then
Before
these
you
new
know
boys came.
those new boys just
That
came
was
out.
cake, bah.
Where will you put a one day? Where is one day set?
One day is the
Bank sets now.
No, one day is them Banky
Banky
sets.
sets.
It's Banky sets. It's Banky sets. Yes,
True,
yes,
because
yes. It's
I
Banky
remember
sets.
when MI and one day
09
were
is
nominated for Next Rated.
his album is 09 now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that one
his
is
album
on
was
nine.
09. Well, don't forget CV came out
Yeah, it's straight,
06.
straight, straight.
07.
06, 07.
Oh, 06, 07.
straight,
Yeah.
straight. It's that set, so. So who are the top 3 from every set? We talked about
We did the
Remedies,
first
Partition, and Tony Tetula.
No, I won't say I will put Remedy. I'll put Tony Tetula.
No. You can't put Remedy. You can't
Because
put
Remedies,
someone
no,
who
because
had
Tetula
my
was the
car.
first star. You remember we said
Okay,
the
fair
first
enough.
solo star.
Osage, what are you doing now?
Sorry.
Tetula was the first
Tony
solo
Tetula
star.
was the first Afrobeat superstar.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, no. This guy was shutting down South Africa with my car.
Yeah.
He was killing them in Ghana.
He's the wife. The wife of.
You are disrespectful.
I'm sorry, FNFA is like his 4th album.
It does not matter.
Oh, it's third album. I feel you, especially for Morning Time. Guys, if you want to listen to the breakdown of Morning Time, you can listen to a Music in Time. I and I actually do a very fantastic breakdown. We'll put the link in the show notes.
Yep.
Please do.
Then
the second set.
You are right.
Two-Face.
You are right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Two-Face.
The second set, Two-Face,
The Bunch,
the
Square.
Bunch,
P-Square.
P-Square.
Easily.
That's the second set.
Yeah.
That's the most iconic set. Let's agree. Ever. Bro, you can't be. If those 3 guys come out with any versus against any generation, they'll clear them. Any versus. Name any set.
It's a problem.
It's got to be a problem.
It's a problem.
I don't want-
Classic albums they have. Hit singles they have.
I don't want to do
Bro,
a versus with Two-Face.
Bro,
How about P-Square?
I don't want to
even do it with P-Square.
I don't want to do a versus.
Yeah, you are
with
right.
P-Square.
You can't touch those 3.
P-Square will destroy you.
They'll
That is
destroy.
right.
They'll
That's the
body.
most
First
iconic
album, they'll
set.
body you.
P-Square will
They'll body you.
They'll start destroying you from their first album.
First album.
Last night.
Senorita.
2004.
Ayo, you are right.
Hey.
That's the most iconic
Then
set.
Two-Face will kill you.
No, Two-Face first 2 albums.
You know what Two-Face will do in his verses? He'll just be doing features.
You not even want to
He
do
won't,
the
CPZ,
Like-
you just be doing features. Then you
Osho,
not start,
bam, bam,
then,
Osho.
then if you not bring one of your hit songs, you just give you Maloro. That one first destroy your catalog.
You first shake your formation before you know you're done.
Then he
man.
has Lucy's like no God, no
Then
Two-Face.
the imagine I give you fall in love. You're out now. You are
The
out.
Entertainer album will destroy
You
you.
are, you're out. You're out. Come on.
Just take a walk.
Just
Okay.
take
So
it.
who's the
Just-
top 3 from? So is the top 3 from the other side is One Day, MI,
Banky.
and
And Neto is there.
Neto is there.
But I'll give it to
I'll give it to
One Day, Banky and Emma.
and MI.
Emma.
I'll give it to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's always a 4th person in every generation. Like how
Yeah.
nice is that
In
Two-Face
that
era? He
Two-Face
just
era.
took it
Yeah.
last minute.
Where will you put nice?
That's the thing. You put him in the Two-Face era, man.
You put it
No,
in Two-Face.
no.
His first album was 2007.
But his certificate, he didn't
His
go anywhere.
certificate is not his
Okay,
first
but you
album.
can't still put him in. Are you going to put him in MI?
I'm putting him near my generation.
No.
He's the MI generation now.
Yes, because
came
it was
back,
2007 his first album dropped. Then.
And
Yeah.
certificate wasn't it.
wasn't
It was
it.
Gongwaso, which is 08.
So-
I'm putting the MI generation.
So you'll be
So
number
it's
4.
nice
Yes.
MI and One Day now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice
Yes,
MI.
nice MI one
But
day.
Banky kind of just defined
I
that
know,
era
I know.
because it
Banky
was the
different-
new
because
sound.
it was the cool
Yeah, it was
era.
the-
It was like the
cool
I
sound,
just
yeah.
go back era where
Guys.
Lecky started fucking with Afro beats.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like he appropriated the culture.
Exactly.
That's appropriating the culture.
Where are you guys putting Dari? Dari is them the Banjera.
That is the Banjara.
But he can't be top. He can't be top 10.
And he can't
Dari
be top
can't be
10.
top
He's
10.
not
top
But
10.
you know his presence day.
Yeah, he was
Presence
not
day.
top 3.
He can't be.
He's
Yes,
a
sir.
boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
They will now go to the most troublesome set ever.
Of
Yeah.
course, we know the top 3 now.
That they need-
We
Is
know-
it
I
paper
don't
for
know the
live
top 3. I
video?
don't know the top 3.
I think it's
I
a
don't know
top
the
4.
top 3.
It's a top 4.
A case could be even made for top 5.
Because
If you put
Tiwa-
It's a top 5 actually.
It's a top 5.
Yeah, they are
Top
all
five.
they're all
All
together.
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiwa, David, Wiz, Burna, Olamide,
Olamide.
No,
and they are all still active.
yeah. No, that's top
Olamide
6.
just because I
That's top 6 now. Wait, oh.
it's
That's
for top
five.
5 now.
Okay, it's top 5. Top 5.
Just because of Bonner just came with a late screamer from
Yeah,
2018.
Yeah.
He did the
Just came.
Man United 99 Champions League
Yeah,
final.
yeah.
So coach means put something, coach.
Then the other era is Kiss Daniel.
Yeah. That's on a very short-lived era.
Yeah,
Ooh.
they're still around though.
Yeah.
Kiss Daniel, Techno. Who is the last person there?
Shantizu.
No, Kiss Daniel Techno. We mentioned him now, and
Runtown.
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 You know, there was one year where that year that Davido did Son of Mercy that he didn't pop.
Yeah,
Whiskey was in transition.
yeah, they owned that year.
They own that year.
Pana,
Pana.
Madova.
Whatever you want.
They
Shut
owned that
down,
year. And
shut
Kiss
down.
Daniel.
Shut
Talk to
down,
me,
Kiss
yo,
Daniel.
mama.
Easy was making a run for it too.
Yeah.
Easy was making a run for it too.
One X rated.
Easy.
One X rated.
Mr. Easy was making a run for it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, so
He's in that era.
Then David just woke up all over again. If
Kiss
and
Daniel
for.
is obviously the number 1 from the era.
Yeah, in terms of longevity right now,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
still the one.
He eats everything.
Yeah.
He's still the one.
So the new cats,
The new cards is Rema.
Rema.
Fireboy.
There are plenty.
Rema,
Rema, Fireboy,
Boy.
CK,
Joe
Joe Boy,
Yeah, Joe Boy.
Ira Star, Ashake now,
Ashake now.
Sheyi Vibes.
Sheyi Vibes.
You know why? Because I think this one, they've not yet formed. They are still in their formation. They never
Yeah.
choke yet. But what Rema is doing is mad though.
Rema.
Rema and Shakir, those two.
So,
Rema and Shakira are mad.
so in another
Mad.
few years, we'll get
We'll
the
get
seventh
it.
In another 2
generation.
years, we'll get to know who the top
Yeah, we're
three.
not forgetting the question the young man asked.
That's what I'm saying.
Steve just wants to smoke.
To now say someone is the greatest of his generation is very tough.
AOT2 greatest is saying, look, it's Bonner. Don't worry. No, slow start, but
I see.
I'll
You
give
know
it
why?
to
It's like, oh, yeah,
Everybody has their qualities.
I know what you're trying
so
to do.
okay.
I know
It
what you're
depends
trying to
on
do.
it depends on the narrative you want to do, right? If you're looking for that era, actually, to not to be troublesome, everything is actually Wiz.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
The impact.
Ojeleba remix,
The impact.
Ojeleba remix is like the beginning of
everything
Afrobeat
that's
to
happening right
America.
now.
That was the line.
Yeah.
The
You know
guy,
what?
The guy did a song called London Girl.
Yeah.
Bro, you know the song. You know how Oliver was. How Oliver is Afrobeat.
In London.
Ojeleba remixes that to America. So
Yeah.
it has to be.
Then what Essence just did
Oh,
2 years
bro.
ago. Come
Essence
on.
is mad.
Yeah.
No. It has to be Wiz.
And let's be very honest with ourselves. Bonner is owning this narrative because of his strength in as a performer, not
Goodness.
the
And I think-
records.
And I think also as his
to be
range.
very honest,
I think also
his
as
range.
I think it's also his range.
Everything counts
Everything
because
counts.
And he has played the whole Caribbean sound well. Because a lot of people abroad that think that Bonner is from Jamaica. They don't
yeah.
even know it's from Nigeria.
That's true.
So yeah, I think Wiz just nudges it. But that generation must no.
They're stubborn. No?
They're stubborn. No.
They're
Till today
stubborn.
they still they drag you. They still they drag
They're
you. They still
stubborn.
they drag on with you.
Yeah.
They're stubborn. They're stubborn. No. Wiz had a long run. You gotta give it to them. You guys remember this record?
Increases a bit. This is one of those records that he just released that he never was just a Lucy album. Yeah. I remember this now.
Wiz was crazy.
This is when the era was living the super signals where Blackberries were living. This was the era.
Yeah, Supra.
Super sneakers, God. This is
Snapback.
Shambalas. I'm a keep.
Hey.
Well, shout out to them. The generation really kicked us. Really kicked us. Oh, it's still kicking us anyway.
Shout out to them. I hope we answered your question, bro. We've tried. I don't think it's hard to pull the greatest.
It was just like saying the greatest rapper of all time, you know.
Who was the greatest player in the 98-99 season at Man U? There's no greatest player now.
No, that squad was even the that
Do you understand? Who was the greatest player in the Invincibles?
Ego.
Fury fucking Henry.
That was crazy.
Are you serious?
Ego was the guy.
How can you say it was the greatest?
It was the greatest.
No, bro.
No,
the
I
greatest.
don't like it. I don't like it.
Still the greatest, bro.
Nah.
Bro.
There are 11 people on that pitch, plus the guys on the bench, at least 16 players. Out of that 16 players, you say, okay, there were 7 players that were instrumental to that Invincibles. So Campbell, so you won't call him the greatest.
Yeah, but now the goal scorer everybody look at.
That's what I'm saying. The data is skewed.
Ah, okay.
Is through what lens you are looking at it. Are you going to tell me, Patrick Vieira?
The defining player in 1999 is Ryan Giggs.
Go away.
That solo run he did, which was a mad goal by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Against which club?
The fuck boys of North London, of
The
course.
Arsenal.
Very hard to humbly give him the ball. Yes, sir. Do your thing.
The Arsenal. All right, let's keep it moving. This is from Ty. Ty says, hey guys, this mail has been a long time coming. First time writing, but been a long time listener. You helped me go through the ghetto while I was hustling in Benin City. First of all,
He said what he said.
He said what he said. Though.
He said what he said,
bro.
Legitimate.
See, I take this, I find this offensive, and I'm offended.
He said what he said.
I'm
Speak your
offended.
truth. Speak your truth, my brother.
You should never put the word ghetto and Benin City in a sentence.
That's so.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Defending Benin City from what's it called? What's this area again? From Ikoyi.
Why are you saying Ikoyi?
I don't want to disclose your area now.
My location. I just say an unknown location.
Unknown cool location.
Yeah, cool, very cool
You
location.
can't say Ikoyi.
Okay. Unknown cool location.
You won't pay my rent for Ikoyi. Anyways, I was hustling in Benin City. Thank God, I found peace in Canada now. Hey,
Hey.
all our listeners don't jackpot.
Maple syrup
Maple.
country. Maple leaf country, sorry.
I just wanted to say something about Lagbaja. He did way too much for his contribution to be largely forgotten to time. Can't even find his catalog on DSPs. When he made music, he arguably made the best produced music of his time. God bless his soul. Special greeting to the lead researcher. Thanks,
Thank you, my
Giants.
brother.
My brother, you said, I think everything that's happening to Lagbaja in terms of people forgetting his music is on him, because I heard that he doesn't like the streaming platform. So it is what it is. Kids of today will go to DSPs before they go anywhere else. So, sad as it is, when he's ready to put it out on DSPs, we're ready to fuck with him.
Shout out to Lagbaja. So here's the thing, right? He doesn't have his music on the digital streaming platforms, but he has his music on iTunes. So if you're listening to this, you can actually go and buy his entire discography on iTunes, which is what I did. So you have the 96 album, Say on African Thing. You have the double album from 2000, We and Me. You have the Africa Calypso album. Everything is all on iTunes.
There's a song missing. The song he did for Nigeria when we won Atlanta 96. That song is missing though.
Yeah.
That song.
You like that record?
I love that record.
Nigeria, Oko Iyawo. I know that record.
And he doesn't perform live again. He sold Motherland. So
he sold Motherland.
There's no more Motherland there again.
Wow.
A long time ago. There's a bank that is there.
I'm trying to interview him.
Good luck to that.
I think I reached out to his somebody who represents him.
You make doubles as his manager because you don't know him, so you come and say I'm Lagbaja's manager.
No, that's crazy.
I've heard that before. Like you're negotiating for a concert, like the fee, and you come and say Lagbaja is not again, bro.
Did I ever tell you my Lagbaja story?
No, I've never heard.
So while I was working at Net, right, he was dropping one of the albums, the 1 million
Mumu or something.
Yeah, that 2011.
You told me to review the album.
I told you to review.
Yes, I
Ayo has suffered.
Clearly, remember reviewing the album.
So only Ayo.
No, you all don't
just because I said somebody has suffered doesn't mean another person has suffered. Has not suffered.
That's a simple question. Is it only Ayo?
Why are you asking that question at now?
Why are we getting? Why are we comparing?
I'm just wanted to.
I'm not answering that question at this time. I'm not available to answer that question at this time.
Okay.
Anyways, so
I get gaslighting me. Do you know that you're gaslighting me?
I beg. You're not Gen Z. I beg.
Which other buzzwords are there? Let's just
trigger. You are triggering me right now.
Trigger. Which one again?
You are gaslighting me.
No, platforming. All those Samsung's words I use. All those big words like using.
Is the Coco he went to work for?
Is the
Coco he went to work for?
Spoil my guy for like 2-3 months.
My guy this pulse like back to refix his head again.
Yeah.
Platforming. It just come. Well, anyways, so he was going to drop that album, right?
Yeah.
He now called for a press conference, but we did it at Motherland, right? So Ayani said, "Oh, Lagbaja is doing a press conference, dropping a new album." Boom. I've been a big fan of. So my dad put me, our whole family on Lagbaja.
Yeah.
Going to school, we used to play We and Me every day. We know all the songs. Right? Like it's a big thing in my family. We sing the songs. There are some of those things you do word for word, right? Then meeting my wife, guess what? My wife too is a huge Lagbaja fan. So we connected on that level. We sing the same songs and we still play for our kids now. Anyways, but throwback to 2011, 2012. So 1 million Mumu or something. That's the name of the album. Anyways, I get to Motherland, which I've always been dying to go to because we always knew Lagbaja was our motherland. It was a huge thing growing up, Lagbaja, right? So we get there, the press conference, tells us about the album, blah, 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 blah. So I now raise up my hand and ask a question. I don't introduce myself, I just ask a question. Now says, "Oh, that's a very interesting question, Osagie." I lost my mind.
It's very, very conversant.
I lost my fucking mind. That Lagbaja knows me.
That's a big crack.
I can never forget the first time I met him.
You know the funny thing? I've never met him before.
I lost my mind.
I couldn't talk.
You can't talk now.
No,
you see, that gimmick he has.
It was also a surprise because he came into my former boss's office. They were just chilling. Anytime someone visits my boss would come in to help him buy something. So I came, bought something, dropped it. My boss asked me about something. I talked about it and left. Then I think I came back again to ask him for something. And I said, "Steve, come. Do you know that this is Lagbaja?"
Oh, you saw Lagbaja, his face without the mask?
Yeah.
They're one of your few.
like,
With the mask or without the mask?
no, without a mask, obviously, no.
What the fuck? You
I
see
looked at him,
Lagbaja
like-
without the mask?
And I looked at him and said, how are you, young man?
No, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind if I see him without the
I'll
mask.
go crazy.
I looked at him,
Yeah.
I'm like, is this, like, is my boss trolling? I don't
What's
understand.
going on?
Yeah, what's going
You know
on?
they see Lagbaja without you. You must see him with
You
the
know,
mask.
so I
man.
just went crazy. And it was a Thursday night. Everyone had left. We don't do production on Thursday night. We only do production on Wednesday night. I don't even know why my boss came to the office on Thursday. He usually comes Wednesday, Friday. You know, so the following day in the office, I was telling everybody, nobody agreed. Until my boss came late in the night and they were asking me, say, yeah, he was here yesterday.
You go pay people.
And that was how.
Damn.
that was-
There's a concert in Kano where they
Man,
tried
you're
to
so
pull off his
lucky,
mask.
Yeah,
Many years
you've never
ago.
seen him.
Without the mask? No,
Without
at
the
the press conference, he had the mask on.
The press conference was the only time you met him.
Yes.
Like him and Annie, they're cool now.
I
So he
we
never
know
came to
now,
the office, he
nowadays.
never came.
Maybe he did. I didn't know
Maybe
it
he
was
did, he
him.
didn't know.
I said they act as his manager. So what do you expect?
Who asked as the manager?
Lagbaja now, will you know?
Okay,
You know now.
that's true.
That's crazy. Anyways, I got the album, got it autographed, and I went to give my dad.
Yeah,
Before he passed away.
that's
So my
nice,
dad was
that's
like,
nice.
"You met Lagbaja? Oh, that's nice. Give him
That's
the album."
cute,
He
that's
wrote my
cute.
dad's name and everything
Wow,
on
that's
it. Yeah.
dope.
That's good.
Yeah. It's dope. Shout out to Lagbaja. So yeah, like he said, if he puts his music on I've seen a lot. Like
A
I've
lot of
replied
requests. Even me, I want it.
a number
badly.
of times.
People have
Now
asked
that
me.
you've mentioned iTunes, I'll go and buy it.
Yeah, I've mentioned a number of times when people tweet about, I can't find Lagbaja's music. I'll just say, it's on iTunes.
I need those albums. I need those albums in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to go
Bro,
and buy it. I
bro,
need those
let me
albums.
We
tell
even
you.
need a concert, a Lagbaja
This
concert.
record I played now, if you listen to it and you go and listen to this 996 album, says on African
Yeah.
thing, right? It's an African thing. You know that thing they talk about, like Afrofusion?
He's the one.
He's the guy that
he's the
invented
guy.
it.
Yeah.
So you hear hip hop percussions, you're hearing like music from different places. That African fusion, that thing that everybody's calling fusion. Lagbaja is the one that invented that.
Here,
thing.
Coco below. There's R&B
Yeah.
in that shit.
Yeah, it's R&B.
Everything is there.
Even Far Away.
Yeah. Oh, no, Fire is a
R&B,
masterpiece.
it's
There are
R&B
records
record.
where he's scratching.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're scratching
Yes.
and they're like African folklore records,
Yeah,
but they're
yeah, yeah.
scratching on the
Yeah.
records. That fusion
He used to incorporate a lot of like.
Lagbaja was insane.
is a
elements.
music head.
He's a music genius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congas, everything.
Yeah.
Then don't forget about, I just mentioned all these albums, but don't forget about the classic he did, the Akpabio album.
Yeah, where he sampled Fela.
Play some
Fela's
Fela,
interview.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
That
god.
was mad.
So the album is dedicated to Fela.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Me, We, and Abameda. It was a 3-in-1 album. I remember
It was,
1990.
it was a double and that, but
That
they
was
all
separate.
dropped
They
at
all-
the same
they all-
time. And everything is on iTunes. You guys should nah man. That Akpabio album, bro, you now sample
Let
Fela.
me put it in my reminder. Let me not go and
English no
forget.
be expression like your mother tongue.
I remember.
Talk, make I
Lagbaja had
understand.
mad, like,
Hold on.
was running on gas throughout, man.
Yeah, he was in his element. That
That was the
2000.
element. That late 90s to 2000.
Yeah.
Ooh, you couldn't
Yeah.
touch him. You couldn't touch him.
He said, "A carbon I welcome waiting be a kunle." No. Shout out to Lagbaja. All right, man. So one more family.
Okay.
One more family. Giants, thank you for taking the time to read my previous email.
Anytime.
Yeah, that's Cool MD. As you requested to know what life is like for a Niger guy living in this part of the US, I found living in the south of the US not too different from other parts I've lived, contrary to beliefs. I moved here from Dallas, Texas in 2021. Lesson 1: better to try sometimes and have personal experience than make decisions based on other people's opinion. Remember, some of those people heard that from others and it wasn't their personal experience. I said it because moving here, people, that is my Nigeria people in the US, were like, what are you going to do there? Everyone there is racist. I found that statement not entirely true, at least in the past 2 years that I've lived here. As a matter of fact,
Sorry, where is that?
Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
no, he
Right.
moved
the
from
new place.
Dallas, Texas. From his last email, he moved to New Orleans. He moved to Covington, Louisiana.
That's New Orleans.
Yeah, which is about 45 minutes away from New Orleans.
New Orleans is
How are the
So
vampires
that's when we were talking about redneck America.
Okay. How are the
Where's
vampires there?
Where's
though?
Nelly from?
Nelly,
From St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
That's Midwest.
Who's from New Orleans?
Wayne.
And Cash
Probably
Money
Wayne,
Boys
yeah.
now.
Yeah, the Cash
That's
Money Boys.
Cash Money
Cash
Empire.
Money Empire.
Okay, so he said, so as a matter of fact, I had that racial discrimination experience in Texas and not here. I figure that people here are cautious of the fact that the narrative is out there, so they try not to act or be seen as such. Louisiana is is part of French side of US, and that evidence is still very preserved here in the food, the house architecture,
French quarters.
names, etc. French Quarter in New Orleans always reminds me of Paris. I like the weather here and it doesn't snow, and so I get to experience Niger weather. It's those rains and hurricanes that's the problem. I've met Nigerians here to my surprise. Brother, let me tell you something. My former flatmate, right, traveled all the way to New Zealand, and in his first 48 hours, he met a Benin boy there.
Shout out. Everybody.
Yeah, like we're everywhere.
Avian.
We're everywhere. Hey, bro,
He's inside Avian now.
we're everywhere.
He's the biggest ambassador now.
Anyways, he says, I met Nigerians here to my surprise. I work as a process safety engineer at a chemical plant in Bay St. Louis in Mississippi, which is about 45 minutes away from my home in Covington, LA. On my first day at work, I met a Niger guy at the plant as operations manager. We eventually discovered we have common friends with whom we worked and schooled in Niger.
Oh, that's nice.
I met two other Niger guys in high positions at two separate plants across the street from where I work. Another Niger IT guy just recently joined us. This is there's the University of Southern Mississippi campus at Stennis Space Center near us. That one and Niger Yakpa for there, both as lecturers and students, and I've met a couple of them. Niger community is not large, but they exist. Regarding Niger food, I haven't seen African restaurants like you see in Atlanta, Houston, etc. But there are African food stores in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, etc., where we can buy our foodstuffs, so we don't really miss out of Niger food or out on Niger food. What I find interesting about this part is it's relatively close to a lot of places. So we do lots of road trips out of the state, e.g. Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee.
The whole chitlin circuit, man.
Yeah, or board cruise ship in New Orleans or Orlando. You are in any of those neighboring states in less than 5 hours, so there's more fun things to do. Life here is kind of quiet since most of these part of the US is countryside. But as I mentioned, we take short trips out of the states, go on cruise ships, or visit New Orleans for shows, like jazz festivals, R&B concerts, etc. There's so much to say, but I wouldn't bore you guys any longer with my lengthy experience. Let me save that for another day. Shout out to everyone in the house. I'm out. Cool MD.
What's his name? Cool MD.
Yeah, Cool MD.
Cool MD. How are the vampires over there?
Why do you say vampires? Where did you get this narrative
according to the mythology, where he is where vampires actually landed. First place they landed in America.
Always America.
No, they left from Europe to America now.
Oh, so that's where they first landed.
Yeah, and they have some very spooky cemeteries over there.
Do vampires really exist?
There are some things I don't want to know. As long as I'm living in the land of the living, I'm fine. Yeah.
Did you ever living in what's the name of living in the Living Dead? That movie.
Yeah.
That was real horror, man. I think I'm going to watch it tonight.
Then Cool MD, I heard that in Texas there's no personal income tax. I'm just in case I have to move over there. I just want to go to the state where they won't kill me with tax. Yeah. Paying too much tax is not good.
After all the money you're making, a small tax, no idea.
Have you seen American tax?
You have money now. Pay tax.
Eat the rich.
Yeah.
Gotta eat.
I heard in Texas also that if you buy a G-Wagon, you can write that it is part of your company car and you don't pay tax for it.
Must it be a G-Wagon?
I don't know why they decided to be a G-Wagon in Texas, but that's what I heard. So I'm just wondering, in case I have to move over there.
Okay, so Ayo is definitely going to Texas.
No. I'll go to somewhere like the southern states, definitely, but not Atlanta.
If not that we're in a democracy, like we live in a democratic country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to like make a law on this podcast, but I won't make it. I won't say.
Just say your mind. Say your mind.
Say your mind now.
Like any fact or anything that is not verified by our lead researcher, I shouldn't say it on the podcast. I wouldn't, because we're in democracy.
Well, we entered the one chance. Okay, yeah,
let's not do it. I don't want to do it, man. Let's
we fair for that. Moving
on. All right, moving on. Let's move on. We'll spend 1 hour just bouncing and talking. Akpabio stirs controversy after Gaffe revealing payment to senators' holiday allowance.
Allowee. They drop one small Allowee, shake body.
Waiting happen, Steve. Tell us what's going on.
There's nothing going on now. This is the country. This is the setup of the country. The people that are eating are eating. The people that are dying are dying. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. It's simple.
Yeah. So I think Akpabio was about to end the session.
He
or
was
something.
about to end the session, and he was just.
And you know, in his normal humorous manner, he just said, and they've dropped, we dropped a little something you guys for the holiday. Then people started shouting. The senators started shouting. They did not realize this is a live session.
We've dropped prayers for you. Prayers. Was trying to like change the conversation.
Oh, you moved it from money to prayers.
Allowance went at one time.
Going from money to prayers is wild.
Because they shouted at him to tell him that, you don't fuck up.
Camera day, yeah.
Wait, he didn't know it was a live session.
Maybe he missed it.
You know the jovial guy.
Or he didn't just give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He didn't know.
He didn't know.
Yeah, and I heard that
Maybe also, did you hear that?
Tinubu's regime approved 700 million naira for them.
Wow.
Yeah, just for maybe the boys just do okay.
Yes, now for approving all these ministers.
Yes, these people worked on a Saturday. When last did Nigerian senators work on a Saturday?
For just bowing and going.
For bowing and going.
For allowing these people to bow and go.
Almost all of them, sure.
Yeah.
Hold on. So when they say we've dropped something for you, is it like do they receive an allowance? Is this part of the money that is required to be issued or sent to them? Like I'm trying to understand, because I can explain to someone and say, oh, we've dropped something for you and it's legal.
Yeah, it's part of it.
I'm trying to understand this thing they dropped. Is it part of the allowance they receive monthly? And it's just giving them heads up. Oh,
you have to understand that.
I think it's this particular. The reason he announced this one was because it wasn't part of the usual payments. Like it wasn't in the payment structure. It was something extra.
Yeah, just
something for the boy.
Because if it was the regular stuff, he
wouldn't have announced it.
And let's not forget, Nigerian senators, their salaries and every other thing is shrouded in secrecy. It's one of the most secretive in the world. So we don't know what exactly Nigerian senator earns. So I think this one is under the table, where Akpabio just decided to let the cat out of the bag and let the whole world know.
So why has he been making blunders recently?
Because he doesn't give a fuck.
It's because of the banters a lot, so he doesn't know where to draw the line.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised that the Senate didn't confirm RFI. Because I'm actually surprised that the Senate opposed the president.
Are you sure they didn't want to confirm it, but they want to just drag it on later?
But RFI has pulled out.
RFI now is a man that's in here the touch.
So he withdrew his interest
and
in the ministerial appointment, right?
Dropped a suggestion and he has left the country, according to a report I read.
And which ministry was he recommended for?
When he came during his screening, he mentioned power, right? So a lot of people thought maybe they'll give him the power,
Power is the ministry that humbles a lot of men.
Yeah.
Ask Fashola, ask Bola Ige. Some of the brightest minds we've had in this country. You'll be humbled.
That power.
There are wizards and witches there. You cannot give Nigeria 24. It's not possible.
The blackness must persist.
You must persist. That is a very
But
tough.
I wonder what would have gotten wrong between him and Tinubu, because they said the reason he withdrew, according to Daily Trust, was because he didn't understand that. So because of the body language of the president, that the president didn't do enough to really oppose the Senate. Why really force the Senate to confirm him?
Like he did for Keyamo.
Yeah, something like that.
How was the first session? Is it that they asked a lot of tough questions? I didn't watch it.
So I think during this session, right? They raised a petition against him about security concerns, unity and national cohesion. They said he's a big god, he's a tribal.
Yeah, there's actually security concerns on him.
Security concerns on him.
Yeah.
Some reckless statements he has made in the past. So they used that against him, and that's how he wasn't cleared. The Senate didn't clear him. But I think he expected the president to also push more for him, and he didn't see that. He didn't see that energy from the president, and that's what led to him.
He just pulled out.
Withdrawing from. To save his own pride, to save his own face, to make him say. So Daily Trust did a report on saying that, talking to Insider, and the reason why he pulled out was because of the body language of the president. So I'm really curious to why. In the space of
because I know they did more for Keyamo. I know that Akpabio left and went to Aso Rock to go and report his people to Tinubu and say, Alpha, they don't accept your boy, and they still approved him at the end of the day. But it's crazy, man. Erufai is not the most likable Nigerian politician. Yeah, and I'm very happy that he's not even near anywhere Aso Rock, because if he's near Aso Rock, it's going to be worse than Buhari.
He used to be the
Minister of FCT.
Yeah,
and Atiku sworn enemy at one point.
Really?
Yeah. So if you read his book, he said Obasanjo made him head of something, I can't remember. And that, I think it was a bureau. And that bill was about privatizing a lot of Nigerian assets.
Mm-hmm.
And Obasanjo had the feeling that Atiku was behind, like most of the, like you say, you want to buy a Nigerian assets now.
Yeah.
Obasanjo believed that you were fronting for Atiku. So he now set El-Rufai to be investigating, and El-Rufai was blocking everything.
Damn.
So that's why El-Rufai and Atiku don't like each other till today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember Punch also talked about. Punch confirmed it and said him and Tinubu had already agreed that he would be the minister for power and gas.
Power and steel.
Yeah,
I mean, still in power.
Yeah, man.
I think it's good, not good, because if you went, maybe that would have humbled his ass.
Damn. So what's next for El-Rufai?
Semi-retirement now.
He's done 2 terms, right, as a governor.
Yeah.
2 terms as a governor. He has been a minister.
1 term.
1 term. He's done well for
1 term or
himself.
2 terms. I can't remember.
I don't think he can crack Aso Rock as VP or president. I don't think he can crack it. Doesn't have the national consensus anyway, and he's not a very likable person.
So maybe next election round, Senate.
Oh God, I don't think he has the temperament to be a senator. But who knows? If you see free allowance, your temperament will be there definitely.
All right, let's have our eyes on the, out there. Just know what's going on. So when are they announcing these ministers?
No portfolio yet now.
The screening has been done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think maybe by the time you are listening to this, or maybe the week you are listening to this anyway, we should have their portfolios to be done already. They should have announced their portfolios and hit the ground running.
It's been what? How many months now? 3 months?
June, July. Yeah.
3 months.
August 29 will make it 3 months. So that's 7 years and 9 months remaining. God help us.
I saw you too. I saw you put that in the group.
I'm always, bro, maybe not deceive ourselves. 7 years and 9 months going.
Now, wow. Okay. All right. From funny behavior in the Senate to funny behavior on stage. Just too funny.
Yeah. I'm man of the hour.
I watched the video.
Do you know I've not watched it?
Oh, the video?
Yeah, I had to
Just
watch
Too
it.
Funny.
I had to watch it.
So Just Too Funny went on America's Got Talent show. Well, everybody knows America's Got Talent, right? We've even had Nigeria's version of Nigeria's Got Talent. And usually people go there and display some sort of talent, right? And then they either progress them into the next round, or they get the golden buzzer and they go straight to the finals, or they just say thank you for coming, right? So
TFC.
Just Too Funny gets on stage. Obviously, this is also very much scripted. It's not like they...
Please tell our Nigerians that.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's not like he got on stage because he had some sort of talent, and it was definitely scripted. They wanted to make the crowd laugh and have a viral moment. So he does that, thing where he says he can read the whole book
the fastest reader in
5 seconds or something, like 10 seconds, and he's been doing that
off his own show. YouTube series. Yeah. It's based
Who
off
owns that show? Who owns that series?
Him.
The audition, the one that Lasisi sits on the table.
Yeah, it's him actually. Just Too Funny.
Just Too Funny owns it.
Yeah.
So basically, took that and took it to America's Got Talent. Yeah, and it was amazing, right? Of course, he said he read the book. They didn't believe him. Everybody hit the red buzz. He went,
came back again.
These guys then came back again as someone else. Said he could rap.
The fastest rapper in the world. Made a mess of himself. I think it was very, very funny.
It was really good.
It was good.
I didn't want to be embarrassed. That's why I didn't watch it.
No, it's good.
Bro, check it out the world.
So you guys didn't have any reservation before watching the video?
No. I just saw Just Too Funny. I'm like, what's Just Too Funny doing on America's Got Talent? Let me watch this thing.
I've managed.
It wasn't cringe. It wasn't cringe.
I thought it was going to.
Oh no. It's Just Too Funny. It's not cringe.
If you're not Just Too Funny, then what he's doing there is not going to be cringe at all.
Yeah, he's actually a good.
He is actually.
He's a good.
Was it a good comic relief for everybody?
It was funny.
Okay. Was it funny?
It's lighthearted, right? It's an American audience.
It's not stand-up comedy. It's just lighthearted, good nature.
He just basically said he could read a book in 10 seconds, and he did that whole nonsense.
I've seen the Nigerian version of what that thing he did. That whole book. Yeah. I've seen it.
Then the next one he came, he said he's the fastest rapper. Then he starts going, and they're all looking like, what's wrong with this guy? And he says, he just said everything. Then they said, okay, now you can leave. Bye.
You can leave.
Then they say, bring in the next contestant. He dresses up again, wears like a big beard, and comes back again.
And what did he do for the last one?
He said he can control people.
Okay.
Then he brings Terry Crews, who's like the host, right? And says, Terry, raise up your hand. Terry, drop your hand. Terry, do this. I controlled him. So it's stupid, right? But it's fun. And
Alright.
And he gave them mad impressions. He gave Americans Got Talent.
That's why they did that. That's why they did that.
let me pull up that tweet, right?
That's why they invited him, no?
Yeah.
No, they've learned from the Guinness World Records.
I think he actually went back in February because he took a photo of him there in February or March. I can't
Oh,
remember.
wow. So I think these guys have figured that Nigerians will drive virality for
Yes.
you because
Yes.
it's 33%. There's no war.
Yes, that,
So the highest I've seen them get, right? They had the post in June 21, and the views they got there was 299,000, right? The next is 4,000. They have like 4,000, 8,000. Josh Too Funny's video, I'm scrolling down there now, is 12.7 million views.
God damn. Shout out to their social media team. They don't hit their targets for the year. We will go out.
The decade.
We are out of increase our salary now.
12.7 million views. 12.7 million. Like every other thing they had is like 100 and something.
You didn't even crack 500K.
No, they will do 83K, 40 something. The one that someone got a golden
Buzzer.
was like, maybe when I checked, it was like for something K. So maybe it's like double it, maybe 80 something K. Right? So this is 12.7 million. Then guess what? They now even have screenshots that they used to do like memes.
Yeah.
Right? The first one was when you try and sign up for
A free trial.
Yeah, trying to sign up for a free trial, blah, 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 blah. Let me see. I'm trying to get that one. I can't find it. Fam, that one was like, signing up. So they now put the three different three different times at what he wore, right? And they said signing up for free trials using different emails. That has 4.1 million views. Like, fam, the way Nigerians drive virality on social media is crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
We're a mob on social media. We're a mob.
The Hilda Basi video had 26 million. Back then, when we watched it, had 26 million views.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I think, people are understanding
Trying to
this.
tap into it.
Yeah, there's something here.
Yeah. And guess what? Internet penetration is not even at
It's not at 50%.
where we need
it's like
it to
40.
be.
It's like 45. Up to 46.
If that shit hits 100%,
it's not.
If we reach like 80%, then go on. We own the internet.
if you go viral, then the danger with that is you also go viral in a negative way.
Yeah, you're gone.
Just go and hide.
People
Go and
also
hide.
pile on you.
That's true.
But I'm happy for him. Now let's go to the
The WWE have tried to do this, but it didn't work.
With the Nigerian.
Yeah,
With who?
they had this
Sorry.
Nigerian. They brought this Nigerian wrestler, this African American wrestler that has like Nigerian roots to become the. I wrote an article about it like
No
2
big
years
Nigeria boy,
ago.
no problem with that.
I think I saw a video when he came back to Nigeria,
Yeah.
came to see his parents. He's not seen them in a very long time. It was
It
very
also depends
emotional
on how
video.
popular he is. Like, is he really popular? I have not watched
He's not
WWE.
Niger popular.
I have not watched WWE in years. So
He's
I
not
don't know.
Niger popular. So Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, actually thought it wasn't scripted.
Bro,
Yeah.
you have to.
What happened?
Because I'm very sorry to say we are not a thinking nation. Obviously, from the way this country is, we are not a thinking nation, and people take things by face value. We don't understand sarcasm. We don't understand irony. So they just they just take it like that. They just believe, oh, this is It just shows you the level of our thinking capacity in this country.
So people didn't think it was a skit. People
No,
didn't think it
skit.
was scripted, rather.
No. This doesn't look like a skit to you. Have you seen Nigerian skits? Look at this. And you're putting somebody on stage and everything. And this lady, what's her name? The Modern Family lady. She's there laughing. So they can't. This
People
can't
thought
be.
it was real.
It has to be
People
real.
didn't-
It has to be real.
People
Now.
thought that just too funny.
Went to compete
Like
for the show.
auditioned and got to stage and
Yeah.
went and dressed and came back.
Yeah, actually, they don't know that it's just like basically like a comic interlude for the whole thing.
My God, shout out to Nigeria.
33% in the building.
Yeah,
Fam.
I share the same country with these people. This is amazing.
That's why they are going to Benin Republic before the
I'm
gunshot.
going on.
And these people they vote. Yeah, they vote. You understand? They have political views.
They do have political views,
Right,
and you must
probably.
listen to them. That's the bad thing about democracy. Everybody has an opinion, and you must listen to it.
We're in trouble. I think Sidney Tucker can do better for himself.
Sidney Tucker was
Talking
like
about Just Too Funny.
Sidney Tucker was my great hope for Nigerian
Yeah.
comedy. But somewhere along the line, I don't know what happened. And he's now, I think he also has interest in music with Cade.
Yeah.
And that seems to be like his main focus right now.
Shout out to Cade.
I remember 2019, 2020, 2021. Sidney Tucker was the best, you know. But somewhere along the line, you know, everybody has his own agenda or his own trajectory of how his own career will go to. And he didn't do it. He couldn't flog it. But the funny thing about Just Too Funny, this is third time it's trending globally. Many people don't know.
They Don't Leave Me.
Don't Leave Me, and all my guys are ballers.
Oh wow, yeah.
Even Premiership footballers were actually saying that.
Yeah, I remember Jesse
There's something
Lingard,
about that guy.
Yeah.
There's something about that guy that strikes people like on a global level. I don't know what it is yet. And I think he goes to say that he doesn't do nudity, he doesn't do crass sexual humor, he doesn't have half naked women, and he has done it 3 times.
Yeah. You know, which is where Sidney Tucker and what's the name of the other gentleman? The dark guy.
Plenty.
And he was Sidney Tucker's friend. He even branched out from Sidney Tucker. You know him now, Dark. He always relaxes his hair.
Oh, I think I know. I can't remember his name now. I think I know.
Oh, not Nas Boy, not Shank. He's from the Sidney Tucker.
Yeah, you know, Sidney Tucker has a clique.
Yeah. He also the guy is also talented, but they're just focused on having half-naked women, or the skit is always around
women.
You know, a girl with big boobs or big ass, and you know, something happened and they want to sleep and this happened, and you know, it's always around that. It's fine if you do it once in a while, you know, and all that, but they always just play on sexual fantasies, and I think it's played out.
Yeah.
Like it's played out. You know, you can
agree.
Look at Taoma. Taoma started bringing new characters, introducing new characters. My favorite character from Taoma is the old man. How are you, my friend?
Yeah.
How are you doing? You know, for a young
Are you talking
girl.
about Panky Roy?
No, not Panky Roy.
Okay,
You know him now. He's oh my god.
No, just continue about Taoma.
Yeah. You know, for a young girl playing an old man, cosplaying as an old man, you know, and I so I like Taoma. When she does the other stuff, maybe not much, but like when she does the old man, I like her. I like Sidney Tucker does some that aren't, you know, sexual content.
Yes,
right?
there's some he doesn't do and he gets it right.
He did one with Hilda now recently.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I followed him a long time ago.
It's not bad. Yeah,
Not bad, but
I like the one he did, like the internet world in real life.
Oh, the Twitter one. Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Oscar. Just give an Oscar. Finish.
You know,
that's the height of him. But the other ones,
I like that one. You know, just a few other guys that I really like, and I think, you know, they should now start at, you know, evolving to start doing sketches. You know, if you can do look at Lasisi is one of the great examples.
Yeah.
Right, started off doing from his phone in his
Snapchat
car,
filter,
right? Snapchat filter and all that. Introduced a couple of characters. Guess what? He has his own. He was the lead star in a movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that movie? I forgot the name of the movie, where he speak like Queen's English and he used to like correct people publicly and somehow like public shame them. Oh, don't speak like that in the meeting. Blah blah blah. Then he talks to like an old man cleaning his office, very rudely, right? And the man looks at him and does something, and immediately, anytime Lasisi opens his mouth, he's speaking like a bus conductor. He can't speak Queen English again.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. It's a really good movie. So he just opens his mouth. So he wants to speak in Queen English. He will not say, Steve, have you brought that thing to the play? You know, and he will not close his mouth again. So he couldn't attend his meetings.
He couldn't
do his presentation. It was the thing for. He had a girlfriend. So guess what? He now went to the bar one day. I don't know. He now met the person that they swapped
him with.
The guy was a bus conductor.
And the guy was
not bus conductor. Was an Akpabio street urchin.
Yeah.
That one too was now troubled because he said, ever since I adopted this kind of English and this kind of way of speaking, my Akpabios are frustrated with me. I can't go to the park anymore. And I tried.
That's a fantastic storyline.
It was really, really nice.
Oh, I've never seen the movie. And you guys don't know the title of the movie.
Man.
Well, let me see if I can find it. What's his real name?
I don't know. It's Lasisi Eleno.
I'm just going to say Lasisi.
That's the Lasisi now. Lasisi lead role.
That's what I'm going to
say. When you're saying lead role, I thought you wanted to say lead researcher. I think you should look for another word for like lead role. Don't be using lead.
It's called The Raz Guy.
The Raz Guy.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's called The Raz Guy. I watched it. It was nice.
Okay,
That's nice.
That's good.
It's called The Raz Guy.
That's good.
You know, yeah, 1 hour 38 minutes, short movie, comedy. So yeah, I like how Lasisi evolved.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to see all these other young guys,
Do the same.
yeah, evolve because they can do it. You know, I forgot the name of this guy. If I remember, I'll tell you. Let me just Google Instagram comedians. See if Nigerian Instagram comedians.
Black Bones is on Rolling Stone. Oh. Just saw it now.
Nasty Black.
Oh yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Nasty
Nasty
Black.
Black.
Nasty Black is also
Yeah, it's good.
a very talented
Yeah.
guy, but he
But
just plays into that space all
The
the
whole
time.
Ashton.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Clown. Chris Clown is great,
Yeah.
but I want to start seeing Chris Clown acting.
You remember back then when this whole Instagram
It
comedian
was
thing
Chris
started?
Clown. Chris
And it was
Clown
always
and Kami.
the Niger boys abroad.
Yeah.
There was nobody here locally.
Nobody
doing
was
it.
Yeah,
here.
they
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
It was only the Yankee guys.
Yeah.
All of them that were doing it. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Nigerian boys
what's the name? Maraji. All of them just
They
turned
just
the switch.
Maraji
And-
made a lot of money.
Bro,
Yeah.
Maraji cleaned out.
Yeah, yeah. I like Brain Jota too. Sometimes
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I like Shank at times.
Sabinus is killing it though.
Yeah, Sabinus.
Is the African magic nice the whole
Yeah,
thing?
African magic level.
Yeah, and he does it well.
And he does it well.
Yeah, as well. He also doesn't do sexual
It's the
content.
Asaba, it's the Asaba movie of
Yeah.
industry.
If that guy goes to go and do big cinema with that character, he's cleaning out. He's cleaning
Because he
out.
can be the next Mr. Ibu.
Yeah,
He is the
he
next
can
Mr.
actually.
Ibu. He is.
He has the mannerism.
He has the mannerism.
Yeah.
Like if you just see his face, you already start laughing.
Actually, what Sabinus needs to do is do a movie called Sabinus and
That's
build
what I'm
that
saying.
character into a movie like in Kemo or
Yeah.
like Mr. Ibu and just do a Sabinus.
A character on his
and
own.
the
Sabinus
movie
goes
should
to
just be
this,
called
Sabinus goes here.
Mr. Investor.
Nigerian comedy was mad. It was just off people. My favorite Nigerian comedy is Yogo Pam Pam.
Bro, God bless
Yogo
you.
Pam Pam is a classic.
Bro.
That's my favorite
That's
Nigerian
okay,
movie.
Bakassi and
First of all, Pam Pam was mad. Part 1 was
Yeah.
mad.
Bro,
Pam
Yogo
Pam
Pam Pam is
Pam.
yeah,
Pam Pam,
Yogo
go
Pam Pam is my
tomorrow.
best.
They
That's
now,
my best Nigerian comedy movie
Bro,
ever.
It's a classic.
bro, they now decided to
Ever.
bring Yogo Pam Pam.
Yogo
That
Pam
day,
Pam.
I laughed, died.
Bro.
I'm like,
You know the place that was mad.
Uh,
When they went
that
to
was,
teach, when they went to teach, okay, Bakassi and
this other
Ikemo.
Ikemo.
You know when they went to teach the girls, no, they were not teaching the girls.
What's
They
this
were.
guy from? What's this guy from Imo State now? The former commissioner, the stand-up comedian. What's his name?
Do good.
Huh?
Is it do good? Pastor
No.
Saria Junior.
Huh?
Basoj.
Basoj.
Not Basoj. Okay, Bakassi.
Hey, we said okay, Bakassi.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to remember.
Remember when?
As you said, okay, Bakassi, Julius Agu entered my head.
Oh,
Okay.
remember
Yeah,
okay,
that's why,
Bakassi?
Look at Julius too.
Yeah, Julius too.
Music,
Yeah.
movies.
No, there's one time Julius was
Yeah.
mad. Julius
Yeah.
was gonna do a whole album based off Awilo's album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Karika across the album.
I remember, I don't know whether it was Pam Pam or Yogo Pam Pam where okay, Bakassi said he wants to commit suicide. He went to go and meet his uncle.
It's Pam Pam.
Some local.
Some
Some local said, no, don't jump here. That you can survive. Since the West he went to.
Concrete.
I love that movie. Yeah.
That movie was a classic. Yeah.
Then there's a series that I really liked again, Lagos Nawa.
Lagos now. Classic.
Is it a series or a movie?
It was a series.
It's a series.
Yeah.
Bro, nah, cool one. Nah.
Bro.
Yeah.
I know that the guys that were doing stand-up comedy and they
And they
were
were
just
just
doubling as.
the accent.
What happened to
Remember
Nigerian
Paradise
television?
Park? That's why I first knew Julius Agu. Paradise Park.
Paradise Park.
Paradise Park. He just
Paradise,
came-
he was a conductor. He
He
was
was
like an
conductor.
Agbar.
That place was a park, a bus park.
They show Paradise Park on NTA.
Yeah, that's why
I've never
Paradise
watched
Park.
it.
There's nothing as Nigerian as that
That's
show.
it, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
true Nigerian show, right?
So the local bookie
Remember
was
the-
there.
That Boki guy that is
Yeah,
so
like
very
that,
popular.
yeah.
Now,
That
now
was-
it's like they've lechified Nigerian
Bro, all your Instagram
Nollywood.
Paradise
Bro,
Park.
your Instagram videos, or Instagram comedy. I know the estate where they shot them. It is, you know, they pass like.
Yeah, they've lechified.
They've lechified the whole thing.
Nollywood.
So you don't even get the real essence anymore. No, it's
And everything is shocked.
It's what happened to Nigerian
Shock
stand-up
value.
comedy.
No. I'm just
Comedians.
what happened to like Nigerian television?
Oh,
I was on DSTV today.
You know what happened? Let me give you an
what I
example.
did when they were playing the match? I just started flipping to like different channels, and I was on. I got to MITV. My brother, it's an apology.
Before I tell you what happened,
LTV.
Before I tell you what happened to
Apology.
Nigerian comedy, let me tell you something crazy about MITV. Back when MIT was MITV, you could be watching a mad Hollywood movie, right? Action
They
day.
go just cut down.
Then all of a sudden, the good guy going to kiss the babe. They go cut them off.
They
Because
go
that's
cut
their policy. Muslim, they not taking.
Yeah.
So they just turn it to wrestling.
yeah.
They after like 5 minutes of like, the sex scene, they now bring it back. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what happened to Nigerian TV content?
Yeah.
They're showing you one mad show or mad cartoon. Then all of a sudden you hear a voice. There you are.
interrupt.
We're about to interrupt you, taking you to Sokoto PDP rally. They started selling airtime to the highest bidder. God bless Raymond Dokwesibo. Hey, bro,
I also think what happens in Nigerian television is the influx of like South American soaps and all that.
No,
and it
other-
was cheaper to acquire them and then
Yes.
sell
Than to
advertising
produce.
than to pay
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
produce or pay local content
You
creators.
know, it was good when NTA did it, but we didn't know.
NTA
The
started asking,
short term
the
was
damage
okay.
was Ben Bruce now.
No,
NTA
before.
started asking Rebecca,
Rich also
Camila.
dry. The Rich also cried.
Was it Ben Bruce?
No,
No.
Ben Bruce came. That was the military era now. This was talking about military. Ben Bruce came in during the Rosa
Obasanjo.
and what's the name?
Obasanjo time.
Paloma Diego. That's
Okay,
Paloma
they now
Diego.
moved it to Silverbed and
Yeah, that's when they now
continued.
moved to Silver Bed. NTA started with Lady of the Rose. Rich also cried.
Which also is a classic show. I'm sorry.
Ruth and Raquel. What's no, this Brazilian slave girl, Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah. So NTA stopped doing soap operas like Checkmate. What's the one that Maka Igwe did? Fortune. You know, Behind the Clouds,
Behind the
Village
Clouds.
Masquerade. They stopped producing all that
Oh
stuff.
my God! You're gonna.
And the private guys are like, if anything even they do, why would they bother? Let's just show them some nice
Then later, Super Story.
Super Story tried. While I don't know, guys, shout out to him. He tried.
Tried.
For how many seasons? Well, bro, you can't keep it up now. You know.
Bro,
So there's nothing on
television
like-
is dead. Where is our and where's I need to know.
I need to
Everyday
know.
people was still good.
Every day. See,
Everyday
shout out
people.
to. See, I believe. I don't know why he left, but Tajul Adepetu needs to go and help. So create, please. TV is dying. He's dead.
TV is gone.
He did Family Circle. Oh.
Yeah, I did
Family Circle was
Family Circle is a
was the
classic.
first banger.
Yeah.
Then I gave us Everyday People.
Family Circle was a classic.
Everyday People that Sam Loco was stealing the show every episode.
Super Story. It was.
Super Story is a classic.
Bro,
was
that first
pop
season.
culture.
That's another one of
Thursday, 7 p.m.
yeah.
man. Like it's.
So that's why oh god,
Super Story was a national event.
bro. Everybody is tough now.
Everybody is doing.
Then the
Super
next
Story.
day, everybody now knows. They're now be breaking
Bro.
out the scenes.
Papa Jasco was a national
Oh,
event.
bro, yeah, oh god. Why I didn't get again? Oh, bro.
Everybody was doing these things. They became national events. And see, guess what? These things still exist.
I'm not sure it exists because
No,
of
not
the-
here. It exists in the US. You
Oh,
still
bro.
have your national
Yes,
right.
no.
It can.
Which is give you an example.
It can be HBO, Game of Thrones.
No,
Do you
Game-
understand?
Game of Thrones is the wildest example.
No, no. I'm trying to explain to you guys
Yeah,
that
that
it's their
shows,
own
yeah.
show. It's their
So
own
there's
show.
this show, Yellowstone,
Yeah.
which is about Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
It is such a white show that all the white people that are not in urban areas watch it. Like whenever it shows, like they all stop that
Is
they
it
watch
good?
it. It's good. It's Kevin Costner. Yeah, but it's about to end now because Kevin Costner was acting like a dick. So yeah,
But you get my point.
Our TV
They
is
still
dead.
have their
TV
national
is
shows
dead.
that they are tweeting. What's the name of the other one? The Kerry Washington. That show.
Scandal.
scandal.
When Scandal was showing on whatever it was showing, everybody, it's their national show. What has just happened is that we've just tapped into it.
Yeah, we have nothing.
TV is what is going to save us, so because now we don't have a cinema culture that we can build our
You know,
industry on.
now cinema is making less money because it's too
Because of the
expensive.
economy. Apart from that, we don't even have enough. We don't even have
don't have
enough
enough.
cinema. We
I
can't
don't-
build. Listen,
Bro.
we don't even have enough. We don't have a cinema culture to build an
Bro,
industry.
do you know there are more cinemas in Paris than the whole of Nigeria?
Yeah, we don't have enough. We
Cinemas.
don't have cinema culture in
But
Nigeria.
TV
to
was
build.
really carrying a
TV
lot
is the
of
only thing
things.
that can save us.
Yeah, that's the song.
Yeah, TV is the only thing that can save us, and we better start doing something about it.
Yeah. NTA is more than tweeting, please. We know you people are happy now you're on social media. But where are the programs?
They're just tweeting
Don't worry,
political
don't bother
stuff now.
about
The thing is, it's just
NCA is lost gone.
AIT.
Everything that can save
I
NCA
don't even know
is-
what the future of AIT is.
if they
man.
hire someone like me as
The
program
future of
director,
AIT is scary.
that's the
with
reason I
lead,
can
research,
save.
with lead researcher background.
Bro,
What's that?
it's
What is about
finished.
NTA?
They are
So the only thing that
finished.
can save NCA now is they have me as the program director.
I can't even do that job.
But I can't even do
Bro,
it.
because the first day you enter like this, you sleep calabash on your chair. Say, sir, I just tell Tinubu,
First.
Your Excellency, it's just my personal wish and desire for me to resign this humble post due to family and spiritual reasons. Are you mad? President there 40 years, you want content and say, no, I don't think we need to show NTA news at 7. Let's put it at 9, 9:30. We need the younger people, Gen Z, like, what? Are you mad?
Oh, I love be that.
If you go and watch NTA now, NTA is showing a documentary about agriculture.
I can literally go and put
Like
that in.
festival.
Yeah. Agogi.
Aringo festival.
Agogi
Heavy.
festival.
There's DSTV on
Do
this,
you
on
know
this
that-
tab. Let's check.
Do you know that when New Zealand was New Zealand, when Fankulize was the host, Abike Dabri was one of the most popular journalists in this world, in
Facts.
Nigeria.
Facts.
Everybody in Nigeria will watch Newsline 9 p.m.
Facts.
Bro. We've got, see, a lot of things have died in this country. We just don't know.
It's painful. I'm looking for
Even the cartoons that NTA used to show as children. Bro, when we were kids, oh Lord have mercy.
No, those cartoons were
No, they don't even show cartoons. I don't think any terrestrial TV station shows cartoons anymore.
because everybody has moved on to the popular the other channels on.
But even the popular channels, the popular terrestrial channels are what? I don't even know. I remember when NBA used to kick us, but NBA got, Chris Oyakilome bought it and there was a wahala.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the former owner was not dragging with him, then they shut it down. AIT, Dr. C is dead, nobody knows the future. Which other? MITV, gone. Silverbed,
Okay, so NTA2 is currently showing the annual conference of something.
This is on a Saturday. This,
Saturday evening. Look at this.
bro, look, first of all, look at
Oh, this thing is clear. Let me see.
Look at the banner. Look at the banner, first of all, brown.
Jesus.
Oh, what's the
Look at
time?
how horrible this
The
thing is.
font,
It's
everything.
It's probably 9 o'clock news.
Are they using?
Yeah, it's not, but bro,
Are they on?
they're not on 4K. Don't
They're
buy
not
it.
on 4K.
They're not on 4K. They're on 720p or something.
Daily Atumbi, NTA News.
And in trying to put a smile on the faces of the 2022 flood
See,
Bro, my
disaster
problem is
victims.
NCAA that nothing has changed.
Nothing
the same
has
news
changed.
format, the same presentation style.
Da-da, no
Nothing.
da-da,
The commentary is zero. No sort of like you watch Good Morning America, you still see that it's old people doing it, but you still see a lot of energy. You
Yeah.
still see a lot of pop
Bro,
culture.
like,
you
Osagie
see a
used to
lot of bro. Listen. So
I don't laugh.
what is program that I just called Good Morning America
Okay.
is too long. What's the Yinka Craig and Mariana Manazalo show on NCA?
Oh, that money one. Hey, I've
What's the
forgotten
name
it.
of the show? You people have to remind me.
Saturday morning.
No, every morning.
every morning.
Oh, every morning. Hey, I forgot it.
Don't call her Miriam Manasolo. Miriam Author.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that woman was a fine guy.
Oh,
I used to beef Charles. I said, why
bro,
you go marry this woman?
I bagged
David.
down. Miriam Author.
Jumobi Adigbe. See, I still call her Jumobi Adigbe song.
They just bagged this
They just go,
fantastic women.
IMD just go see Baddy for TV. Just go, oh God, I will see.
Guys.
Lunch break on AIT.
Bro.
That's when you watch your music videos, now.
Bro.
When you don't have money for DSTV, you
Bro.
sit down.
Bro.
I must remember the show. I'm sorry.
AM Express.
AM
AM
Express.
Express.
Thank
That
you.
show. I got lead researcher got you.
You really shut up your mouth. Bro,
AM
AM
Express.
Express, like they are old. They were not like
Well curated.
they were not like youth. Like
No, they are not young.
Yeah,
definitely.
elderly
they were
people.
elderly people, but there's so much.
But the
Sadiq
content.
Daba used to go there once
Bro,
in a while.
it's
it's
the
the,
first-
it's the
the
producer.
first interview
it's
I
the
ever
person
watched.
producing the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
the first interview I ever watched of Rugged Man was
Also
on AM Express. Like Rugged Man, after dissing everybody, that was the first time I saw him in an interview.
Yeah.
And I remember he was late because of Lagos traffic, and he came, he gave them banners, he brought gifts. That was
Yeah.
the first time. I was like, this guy is this eloquent. That's why I started loving Rugged Man, right? Like they had, the show was really properly curated.
Yeah.
The sports segment, the pop, like
Yeah.
the music segment, everything.
And the way they move from one
From
segment
one
to the
segment
other.
to another
Seamlessly.
studio seamlessly. Yinka Craig, I loved Yinka so much. Sadiq Daba,
Yeah,
is my
Sadiq
dad. My
Daba.
dad loved Daba so much. I
Yeah.
don't know, like, so me, I liked him too. Marinato. Then what's this guy? The other woman's name, Catherine.
Yeah.
So, bro,
Do you know at the height of NTA, their newscasters were celebrities.
yeah,
Bro,
And Siristoba.
bro, what are we talking about?
quality production. So
Don't
what
let's go
happened?
there.
What happened was
Tokumbo
that
Ajayi.
they just failed to grow. They just failed to grow. which
Yeah, and I
is
think the
typical.
government intervention also stifled them.
Yeah.
Bro,
They became a part of the government.
bro, they've not changed their logo.
They've not changed logo. They've not changed anything. Everything still remains the same. The
But have you gone to
coloring-
NTA Channel 5?
The coloring of the
Uh,
website, the
the one-
coloring
I
of
went
the
there
station is bad.
6-7 years ago. We did one national program like that, and
That place is
I almost
trenches.
shared it here.
That
I
place
took
is
somebody
trenches.
there for an interview.
I almost shared it here.
4 or 5 months ago. I came out like as I was in the car. I looked at the building for like about 10 seconds.
You shook
So I
your
looked
head.
at it. I was just looking at it. I'm like, God, my God,
The glory of a nation.
It's painful.
it's painful.
Very painful.
Especially if you come from a
It's
media
painful.
background.
Yeah, it's
Like
painful
also
when
need to say back in post.
see
All of us should
something-
have worked there.
Yes, something that monumental. that could have meant something to most.
It should be the biggest. See,
It should be the biggest media house in this
Super
country.
Sports will not exist.
Yeah.
If
Bro, if
NTA,
you had-
Nigeria had
NTA,
TV
yeah.
more than even
Bro,
some first before some
Just
European
imagine
countries.
we're watching Premier League on NTA.
Yeah.
NTA
because
is
guess
buying the
what?
rights.
Because guess what? They still have the
They
most
still have
eyeballs.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
They still have it.
They still have the most eyeballs. Because if you go on network on NTA,
Yeah. Bro, yeah,
bro, this NTA
What did
that
you
we're
forget
still
Akindele
seeing.
did? What did you forget Akindele with Jennifer? That's why she buys the Adit and network straight up. She doesn't have time for this fancy this thing. She goes
Wow.
there straight up.
Because you bag all the sponsors.
It's so
Yeah.
sad. Everything happening in this country, NTA will be able to live stream it. Down to MPFL. MPFL should be on
That
NTA.
live stream where you talk now. Now you don't confuse them for that. They don't confuse
Because
them.
they should have a website. They should
Bro,
everything. They
everything
should-
streaming,
podcast.
everything
Yeah,
podcast.
what
podcast.
ESPN is
Bro,
doing.
what,
Yeah.
it should be a standard network.
They should be like, you know,
With a lot
you know,
of superstars.
you know how
because
BBC
they
is.
will build so many personalities. Bro, what I can do with NTA?
Because what
God.
NTA will now even turn
My
into,
God.
it will
Because
now
you know-
turn into an OTT platform.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Right?
Uh,
Where if you're even outside the country, you can still access local programs
Yeah.
and pay a subscription.
you know what's amazing about NTA?
yeah.
While everybody can switch on to, while we will have national syndicated shows, is the
There'll be-
local content.
Yeah, the
It's
regional
the local
shows.
content.
Bro, the regional content.
Bro,
there's
Steve.
nothing as relatable as regional
Steve,
content.
yeah, bro,
Just imagine a show where a Delta State show where you're interviewing, you're talking about, you're covering the music industry in Delta State.
That's all.
So
In the local NTA.
you'll be able to build celebrities, music
Nah,
stars
that's okay.
regionally. A guy from Delta State can be popular in Delta State, be going to shows
Yeah.
across
And it
Delta
doesn't
State.
need national acceptance.
Exactly.
Do you know what?
And then you
won't
can,
need it
and
because
then,
there's a
and then you
media,
can now even
because
take
there's
him
a
on the network.
because we are platforming them
Yeah.
on a platform that has a huge eyeballs. Yeah.
That's why NTA used to do this. There was NTA Channel 7 that was dedicated
Bro.
to Yoruba. Remember
Yeah.
when they used to do all those Friday
Channel 7,
issues?
yeah.
Bro, Steve in Lagos, Sunday, 7 o'clock, when they used to do all those
Shut down.
old,
Yeah.
ancient Yoruba.
Shut down.
Nobody's moving in Lagos.
Yeah.
What's the name of that show? Ayekoto or something?
Yeah, camera.
Yeah.
Nobody
down.
moves.
Yeah, because in there's something I see in the media, right? In this era of social media, where everybody is on one thing. Regional coverage is so important.
Very important.
It's very,
Because
very important.
nobody's talking about what's happening in Asaba now.
I don't know what's happening in Jigawa.
You don't know what's happening in Jigawa.
In Kano.
Just imagine
Which
a
is
local
what
show.
which is what they have in like US. You have like this
Yeah, you have-
WBXN.
Thank you.
Bro,
and
thank
all they
you.
do is just
And they're
cover.
big.
So, you're
They
not
just
part
They
cover
just
one
cover a
region.
region.
Bro,
Thank you.
your own is just a state. Don't bother
States.
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't bother yourself with anything. That's why Breakfast Club is a syndicated show.
Sure.
Yes.
Because those shows, they just
just
syndicate.
curate and
they just
you can-
curate
Because of the
it
company
and
that bought them,
thank
just instead
you.
of having 10 shows,
Thank
let's
you.
have this
Let's just
one
have
that
you
covers
one.
across
Thank
all
you.
markets. Finish.
So you have it like that. Then you have, and from those regional programs, you see a star, you can bring the person to like the states to the national syndicated show. In short, for you to, the goal of an NCA reporter should be to be a
break
national
national.
syndicated
Yeah.
reporter.
Yeah, to get on
And,
national
the
news.
pipeline is there.
And
The
guess
pipeline
what?
of
It
talent
helps
is
in
just
training.
there.
It helps in training
It
you.
helps in
Yeah.
training the person because
And it
you're
also
starting.
lets you know as a celebrity whether you are still regional
Thank
or national.
you.
Now everybody they claim say I'll be national
I'll be
star.
national
Some
star.
people
No,
once you
no.
leave third mainland, nobody knows you. But because no,
Thank you.
Can you go and perform as Sam Garden at
You don't
Egbeda?
understand.
If you can't perform as Sam
You don't
Garden at
understand.
Egbeda,
what's
and
on that
you
stadium in Delta State? Is it stadium? There's one stadium in Delta. Is it Delta or Edo State? I can't remember.
Samuel Egbomudia.
Yeah.
can you go and
Go
shut it
and
down?
shut it down there. You are forming a landmark.
Bro,
Landmark.
so many things.
Go there. Shut it down first.
This country is so diverse. There's so
Bro.
many things. Food,
Do you know that?
clothing, fashion.
Do you know that Rema should not even be touring America right now? Nigeria is Nigeria. Rema should be. See, before any American promoter can come and meet Rema, drop $5 million first.
Bro,
Let's talk.
and this thing can even help in an artist releasing an album. Because
Bro.
an artist releasing an album knows that once I go on NTA,
I'm done.
the whole country knows
Yeah.
it. Look at the typical media run of an album release in Nigeria.
Or even a TV show.
In Lagos,
Yeah.
just listen. Beat FM, Cool FM, some FM.
Social media.
If you get level, then you are always sitting on social media. Then from there,
One or two podcasts.
one or two.
so
which
one
kind
or,
of podcast?
one or two, well, not really.
Which kind of
One or
maybe
two,
if you go pause.
you go
one or two
for-
Instagram
Yeah, so
comedians
on
will do
Instagram comedians
TikTok.
will do
You use
TikTok.
Instagram
If you
comedians
go
to
pause,
activate your shit.
Then if you are really, really big, you go to Ibro's show on Apple Music. Go
Yeah.
to Breakfast Club. Go to Angeli's new show. Then go to UK. Do BBC. then that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody's asking someone in War. Nobody's talking to someone in Warri. Nobody's talking to someone in Kano. Nobody's talking to someone in Abuja.
You know why?
In Jos, in Kaduna,
Afrobeat
in
is not, they
Abia,
don't know that one.
in Owerri. Bro, this
Jalingo.
is the potential of this country. Let's change this topic fast before I go bust into
Oh, sorry.
What you
sorry.
guys-
Let's go to the Women's World Cup.
Hey.
Osagie, take the lead here.
Yeah, take the lead here.
So the
You're the
Women's
lead
World Cup.
researcher. You're temporarily the lead researcher now.
I had to say something now, but
Let's
they'll
go.
tackle me. Halima will tackle me, so I just like...
Yeah, so the Women's World Cup, super interesting. Shout out to the Super Falcons of Nigeria. We got kicked out of the tournament.
I was really impressed. I just say the last podcast.
yeah, we did, because that day they got kicked
The
out. so-
best
Oh,
man
okay,
marking
yeah.
game I've ever watched in my life was England versus Nigeria.
Wow.
Like the man marking we gave to England.
Yeah.
Like it was so good.
Yeah.
If we did that during the colonial times, Nigeria would not have been colonized. We would have done it.
You can't mark when somebody's holding a gun and all you have is an arrow.
You have to be running.
This is impossible.
You have to be
You
running.
can't mark.
Yeah, that's true. You can't mark. Now you might run. You run to the hills.
What's that tactics? How there's a man marking if you're defending corner, man marking and the other one.
Zonal marking.
Zonal marking. And zonal marking, if you don't.
Na zonal.
That's zonal marking with
So we got this zone, JJ.
Give me space, give me some elbow room. Oh, before we go into the Women's World Cup, right? I was at Rap Joint yesterday.
I've never been. People have told me
My
to
first
go.
time. My first time. So they were doing this 50 years of hip hop celebration, right?
Yeah.
Texzilla, I saw it on Texzilla's IG story. I was just like, hey, can I come through?
See,
Hold on.
won't cry again now. Now it's
It's like,
No, because I'm just saying we're doing 50 hip and no media house in Nigeria has covered hip hop, has celebrated hip hop at 50. Talk about the influence in Nigeria. Like nobody has talked about it. So let's go. Let's move on. Let's
and
move on.
we've said it. They need to call Tolu Ngululesi said it as well. They,
what?
they need to
Oh,
call a
yes.
state of emergency in media in Nigeria.
Yeah.
I can do it, but bro, come on. It's,
You are the only person. When I thought about it, you're the only person in the game that can do it now because you
we can
have
still do
a
it,
lot
sha.
of.
We can still do it.
You know,
Can we do 50? Can we do 50 MCs?
Yeah,
Do we
man.
have 50 MCs
I have a Google sheet somewhere with 50 MCs
that
ready
I
to
created?
go.
That we created, me, you, and Ace.
Yeah,
actually.
My idea is different.
Should we
What's
do
that?
it?
My
Yeah,
idea
let's
is
do it.
different.
For the
We're
fuck
talking
of
about
it.
American hip hop, but from a Nigerian perspective, the people who push the culture, how he influenced our music, and
Oh,
our
yeah, that
currency
one.
Oh,
business.
let's just do hip hop 50, and it doesn't all need to
Hip-hop
be
50.
MCs.
Yeah.
So, unlike Anaya and
Hip hop
Nimasha,
50. And
They did
you
one
have
for-
you have your
Ayo Animation will make it.
what's this popular
Oh, yeah,
guy that died?
you know what?
What's this popular guy that died? The
That-
OAP before.
Dan Foster.
Dan Foster.
Yeah.
You know, like
hip hop 50.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's do it.
That first doesn't make hip hop.
JJ is more.
JJ, sorry, I'm sorry.
JJ
JJ,
Mercadon.
yeah.
I'm
JJ
sorry, JJ.
top 7 at 7.
Yeah.
Not Dan Foster.
Arioko.
I'm sorry, not Dan Foster.
Oh.
I didn't grow up in Lagos.
You know
so-
what? Let's do it like it encompasses everybody.
Yeah, everybody
Send
from
me a
media
calendar
to
invite.
Yeah.
from media to artists to
Send me
show
a calendar
promo-
invite.
to
Yeah,
show
yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
to show promoters to like stuff like that. You know, the
Big
influential
boss, chicken
figures.
man.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So rap on.
Yeah, so the Rap Joint was dope. You know, it's a space that celebrates hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you have a space where it's a mixture of a restaurant, like
library?
a library,
Yeah.
and then you have something that looks like a booth where you can sit in and connect to the Bluetooth and play hip hop music.
Oh,
and then
shit.
you have vinyls, everything. There.
I'm going.
You
They
have
have like photographs there.
they have a few things going on
They
there.
should have a photograph of us with Jonathan Mannion. I think that's like a.
Yeah.
That's
They
my
have-
call to
they
fame
have
now.
the-
That's my own call to fame to go.
They have-
And
Yeah.
They
Jonathan
have
Menos.
Source magazines.
Oh
They
my
have
Lord.
magazines. Then they have CDs of like Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah.
You know,
I was like,
in
you
my
want to take me go
lifetime.
back one era where, you know.
To
I'm in my
access
football era.
that private place. I think you have to access like the booth itself. You have to be like a member.
Okay.
Yeah, there's an amount you pay, but you can check the library out. They have some really good hip hop books that I even want to buy.
Nah, definitely.
So I was
doing it.
with Rez. Shout out to Rez.
Where's the poet?
Yeah, he's now known as Rez.
Oh, okay.
You know, Rez and I go back way back,
no.
2004.
I knew we plumb line.
Learning days.
Oh, for
we used to
real?
all be in a rap group.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, Rez. So
so Afrobeats took over.
you know,
So he was the
we-
best rapper in the group.
Rez was one of the best rappers in the group. I was a rookie.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
audition.
Okay.
Yeah. And both of us were just side by side and we're like, it's been 19 years since we met each other.
Crazy.
And we just look and say, that's
crazy.
crazy. You know, anyways, so I was at Rap Joint, had a very nice burger and chips. And we're listening to like music. And he started listening to like Pentium IX. And we went to a Mode 9. We went into a Mode 9 wormhole, right? We went to play like Malcolm X. We played Da Vinci mode, and we were rapping word for word. A couple of guys came in that also knew Mode 9 music. It was a good experience. Well, I
Nice,
I
nice.
left there past. I now got on the car. Me and Rez now talk. I actually left via Ikoyi past midnight,
Wow.
but it was dope. I enjoyed myself.
50 years of hip hop, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, 50 years of hip hop changed my life.
Of
Yeah.
course, no.
Hip hop changed my life. Hip hop gave me hope when there was no hope.
Inspiration.
Do you understand?
Belief.
Like, bro, I used to walk somewhere, and I used to walk for like 5 kilometers because I didn't want to like spend the money on transport.
Transport.
I go leg am, and I just needed, the motivation and the feel. I just put rap music in my ears, and it would be like I was floating.
Yeah.
And before you know it, I'm there,
It takes a different world entirely.
bro. Hip hop.
It opened my eyes, made me so much aware. From a small town in Delta State, I just knew so many things just because I listened to rap music.
Knowledge,
Yeah.
geography.
Knowledge, geography, history.
References.
History.
Who did this person mention in this record? Who is this person?
I know this was before Genius, so you really had to
Yeah,
really,
it really has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, no, dig deep.
Made me really cool.
Yeah,
Down there.
yeah. What you wear, fashion, all
Everything
that. Yeah,
influences you. Yeah, the way you think.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It made me think. It made me. Hip hop was the first. Movie started doing later, but hip hop was the first thing that took me out of where I was at the time. Started making me think deep.
there's something bigger than my
Something bigger than
environment.
my environment, immediate environment. It was,
bigger than-
Afrobeat later did it in terms of Lagos, just looking at Lagos and saying, "Oh, this is where I need to be."
Yeah,
But hip hop started it first.
hip hop did it for me, man.
Yeah.
I always tell people I listen to more, like I've read more Jay-Z lyrics than the Bible.
Yup.
The Blueprint changed
No,
my life.
uh,
Nazis Stillmatic changed my life.
You remember that period when Blueprint came out? Then
Yeah.
Nas drops Thematic.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
every hip hop fan went mad. If you see discussions, articulate discussions, if they call you in secondary school to go and do debate, you can't do it for your life.
Yeah,
But just say,
Nas Jay-Z.
please argue which album is better. Blueprint or Thematic. You see boys.
I can remember the
You
first
see
that I
boys
heard,
coming out.
got yourself a gun.
Oh my.
Oh Lord.
See, I bought 2 albums at the same time, Stillmatic and Mashamatta's LP.
Yeah, that's an
I went to Yaba. Small money.
The
We don't
Eminem
save. I
record
bought
kill
it.
you. Used to be,
I put it in my Walkman, and I think that's the height of like music influencing my brain.
Yeah.
It took me out.
Nas
I had a
walked my
soul
brain.
out of my body experience listening to
Yeah.
Stillmatic.
Bro.
When it goes dun, 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 dun.
You actually feel you're in Queensbridge.
Bro, I've not felt music hit me like that before in my life. When I heard that record,
Bro. And when Nas was just breaking down,
got
like,
yourself a gun. I can rap the whole thing.
bro. When Nas
what's
said,
Jaru's guy's name?
I've got it.
God used to say it. He used to say that hip hop is so cool that no matter if you're the guy in hip hop, you're the guy
Yeah.
in the whole industry. Say you remembered when Usher was Usher, Christina Aguilera was like big. They were all in a party. He was in the party and Usher was there. Usher, like everybody. And then Jaru was the guy. Jaru wasn't there. Say immediately Jaru entered the party.
Shut
like
down.
everything. He was trying to explain that hip hop, like the biggest hip hop artist at any time, is the coolest person in the
It's one
world.
living culture.
In the culture, that's how it is. No matter how many albums other people sell, but in terms of like that
hip
cool
hop, yeah.
factor,
Yeah.
So he was talking about Drake, how Drake is really the guy right now. And, he referenced how Jaru was the guy then. And yeah, that's to let you know how influential it is.
Yeah. And my friend, shout out to Buddy Babalola. He was the one that introduced me into another like segment in hip hop because I was just listening to like New York rap and I went to school and I was like, yeah, this is dope. But you need to listen to Talib. You need to listen. Have you heard Mos Def?
Yeah.
Right? Then he started giving me these records and he just took me into another
It's another
world
world. Yeah.
of hip hop. I was just like,
I remember when I
blown
listened to
away.
Reflection Internal, him and High Tech.
Oh
I went
my
mad. I
God.
said, no.
Say my name, Kwali. That's the body. No.
That's why you now get into the hip hop head.
Yes,
thing,
I now
yeah.
became a full hip hop head. That any discussion I'm having is hip hop. You know that thing, and I had to suck myself out of
Yeah,
it
you
because
took-
what
no,
it
I had
does,
to- at some
Osagie actually was the first one to do it.
yeah,
Osagie, because that's how you stop wearing jeans.
yeah. I started wearing jeans back in 2022.
Yeah, that's
You
not-
stopped.
I
you
just
stop
started
now?
wearing jeans. I stopped wearing jeans in 2010
Okay.
Yeah.
because I was trying to extract myself
Myself
away
from
from
That's
hip
how
hop.
hip-hop,
no,
yeah.
That thing is not good, though.
Bro,
Yeah.
Hip hop.
When you become so obsessed.
you've
with
not got so
something.
upset that you're not like
You're just soaked in one
essential.
word.
No,
Yeah.
you're sucked into that whole world. You don't.
That's true.
And you're saying something
I had this
bro.
conversation with XYZ,
Yeah.
Bro,
because at that point you're just listening to MF Doom.
Yeah.
I'm listening to
You're
Gangsta
very
album. I'm
bag-
like, bro,
You're
yo.
wearing baggies.
Yeah.
You're wearing baggies, Timberland.
Bro,
I
when I
know
was-
guys who were in their second childhood who
Yeah.
didn't live it.
Many people don't
It's
understand
true.
that Nas record.
It's true.
That second child is actually
It's a
deep.
deep
It's
record.
a deep
to
record.
suck you in.
Yeah, to suck
Bro.
you in. You have
So
to.
when I saw it, I was like, I need to leave this thing. So the first thing I did is your outlook.
Yeah.
I stopped wearing jeans
Yeah.
for 12 years.
Yeah.
Man,
it's crazy.
hip hop
It's
saved
a
my
big
life.
thing. Yeah.
Shout out hip hop. So back to the Women's World Cup. England played Colombia, won Colombia. France played Australia. Australia won on penalties. Penalties was crazy. They played 10 penalties
10,
each.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was crazy. 1-7-6. And they are into the semifinals now. So Sweden plays Spain and
England
plays
plays
Australia.
Australia.
In
The England-Australia
semifinals.
game is Sam Kerr is back.
Is it from Monday or Sunday? Is it from Tuesday?
I need to check.
Okay.
Sam Kerr is back. She played. She got in on the pitch on the 55th minute or so, 55th or 65th.
Oh, this is
minute.
her first game in the tournament.
No, second.
Second
She
game,
played
okay,
the last 10 minutes of the previous game.
Okay.
No,
okay,
she's
okay.
been injured. Now.
Yeah, she's been injured. I know.
So she's back.
What
But the-
England has been able to do it to is football.
They stepped up.
It's stuff that people should go and study.
Yeah, they've really
It's
improved
crazy.
with the under 21 showing out like that.
Who that?
The under
England.
21,
England.
the men.
Yeah, no, they don't England 21. I can't,
There was
I
a
can't
guy-
explain what I saw.
There was an FA executive that came out to say last year when the World Cup was going on that, there's one time that England left the World Cup, so in the group stages or so.
2010.
So they said they now had a timeline.
Yeah, that's when they stopped working, doing the whole running
Yeah.
and kicking thing.
So they
Yeah.
now said,
Let's start developing technical footballers.
what's that World Cup they reached the semi-final? Before Kane could not, so down that Kane now blew the chance.
That's 2018 now.
So they said that their goal was in 2018 to reach the semi-final of the World Cup.
And
then
they
the
did.
following one, the Euros, win the Euros. Then the
And they
next
got
one,
to
win
the
the World
final.
Cup. I was scared. I'm like, how accurate? Football is not something you can predict. How accurate do you have to be for you to know that this is, bro, they really
Every
went to-
serious country does it.
I like what
when
you said
Germany
before
was
country.
building their World Cup winning squad after the
98.
the horror show of 2006. No, 2000. No, not 2006.
Two.
The one they didn't after 6 is 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
10.
no.
10 was not.
Yeah,
10,
yes, from
Spain,
when they hosted
Spain
in
bashed
2006.
them.
Yes, when they hosted in 2006, they said, let's do this plan.
And they
That's
started
the set
building.
of Ozil.
Yeah.
And they got to the semi-final of 2010.
Yeah. Spain.
Then
Spain.
won
2014.
2014.
Do you know when I knew they were
Spain
going
Spain did the
France.
same thing.
Do you know
France
when I
did the same
knew
thing.
they were going to win the 2014?
When?
When Bayern Munich played Dortmund in Champions League final.
Yeah.
I saw the
This-
game. I saw the
so
number
it's-
of German players. I
it's
said they
like,
are winning the
this-
World Cup.
It's true. It's true.
All of them were there.
They're
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm happy for women's football.
Amazing tournament.
Obviously has not even gone near the peak because it's going to be more popular. The reason why this tournament was popular,
Quite popular than the
very
previous ones.
popular, and you should also know that in most parts of the world, especially the parts of the world that care very, very much about football, it was played in the morning.
Yeah.
Just imagine a tournament that goes in the evening where people are home or people are in their bar.
They need to host it in Europe.
Thank you, bro. The World Cup, the World Cup has not even gotten near the peak. It's going to be more popular, especially when cool countries like Nigeria keep doing well. No matter what you think, and the narrative around Nigeria is different. Anytime we win a game,
Nigeria.
you see other people talking about it.
Bro,
Like it's different.
Nigeria
It's different.
The soft power Nigeria has.
It's different. From that Jesse launch, that's when I knew that this country is
Bro,
insane.
from that Jersey launch of 2018,
Yeah.
I know that Nigeria's soft power. See,
different.
whatever we have with our hardcore power and everything, our soft power
I'm
is
telling
unbelievable.
you. And you know why?
Right.
It's the sperm of the man because it has traveled around the world. It's true now.
Shout out to Yoruba demons in the
Nigerians are
building.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Now we
Our
move
kids
now.
are
Let's not like the
everywhere.
diaspora herself.
they are-
Yeah.
How many Nigerian-born
Bro,
or footballers of Nigerian descent are playing
are
around the
playing
world?
around the world.
Even your
Isn't
plucked herself.
culture
Not
is
be
driving.
Nigerian man. Give
Yes,
him
no.
mama belly.
Yeah.
Grandfather and
Yeah,
Nigerian man.
grandfather, something like that.
Yeah, so that's it, man.
Shout out to
I'm so
Nigeria.
happy.
Name of this episode is Nigeria to the world.
One day we'll get there.
You will. We will.
Yeah, yeah.
No loose talk trivia today. Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
good. No problem.
I'm tired of losing to Ayo anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm having back pain, so I don't want to add that to my.
This is a man who has reached his sexual peak. So, yeah.
So let me clear this out. I played football today.
Oh, we have Ask the Giants, by the
Yeah,
way.
I fell.
Okay.
I fell and kind of like twisted my back.
Okay, are you sure that's why?
Yeah, that's okay.
Next, I know they have used Premier League players. You see what they
I
go
know I'm
through.
not in my peak again, but I can't break my back.
You can blow your back
I
out.
can't blow my back.
You can't blow that back out.
There's something happened in the group when I asked who blew somebody back.
Yeah, I remember there was one thing. I was like, what?
Something replied me and said Siko.
All right, this is Ask the Giant section.
Hope we don't have too much problem. Don't be people shouldn't be asking, giving us problem that's too big for us to handle.
I beg.
No, that's
I'm
the whole
living
concept.
All right.
The subject of this email is the biggest puzzle of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, game.
I love what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work. Only started listening to you guys last week. Last week, now you they listen. You don't say
You don't get problem. Hey!
Guy, they hurry you.
I want for you. I only started listening
But I
to
hope
you guys.
you hope it didn't take you long to recognize who the lead researcher of this
I beg,
podcast
please
is.
read this.
Hope you guys started listening to you guys last week via Spotify. I really dig Loose Talk LTG. That's what it says. I had to listen to your past episodes. Shout out to you. I'm 26, concluded NYSC 8 months ago, graduated with a 2-1 from uni. I've been applying for jobs here and there, but guys, the jobs have not been job.
Yeah.
You understand? So my dad wanted me to do my MSc, my master's, right? But because of fees and pain of always asking my dad for pocket money, I told my dad I'd rather go and learn a skill than go do my MSc immediately in the current state of Nigeria. Now I started, this is your MSc. If you had the opportunity to leave this country, to go and do
So I was
MSc,
asking, the MS is here abroad or in Nigeria?
He did not
You need
state.
If it's in Nigeria, my brother, go and learn a skill. Don't even finish this
There's
letter. Don't finish the email. Don't
Hang
bother.
the
Don't
hang
disturb
the
my
letter
life.
somewhere.
Don't
Wait,
disturb
no,
my
we finished
life.
the email now.
Then is there any need?
I said, now I started learning the skill. Already pretty good at it to an extent, but recently I took a big hit that affected my portfolio. In this skill where you go learn at trading,
Sabrina's investor vibes.
it hits your portfolio now. Forex trading or
Sabrina's
crypto
investor
trading.
vibes.
Anyways, I'm down to block 0, and now I'm contemplating telling my dad that the skill might not be skilling again. Okay, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should tell my dad or not. If I tell him, he's only going to shout at me and stuff. If I don't tell him, I really need to look for a way to make it work. I'm confused, guys. Being a youth in today's Nigeria is very hard. And he posts the SOS emoji. All right, I'll just tell you, go and meet your popsy, collect the shouts, go and do your MSc.
You won't die.
Why are you telling him to go and do his MSc?
Go on. If the MSc is outside the country, go and do it.
If it's outside the country,
Yes.
Yes.
If it's outside the country, why were you even talking about skill again?
Which
Just
skill?
go outside, just travel, just leave this country
Yeah,
first.
that's the thing.
Living in this country is a skill.
It's a skill.
It's a skill.
To go to
I
Benin
swear.
Republic is a skill.
Living in this country is a skill.
My brother, if you are doing that MSc in Nigeria,
If you are doing this MSc in Nigeria,
if
it not
when
be me and
finish
you.
when you finish the MSc, where's still the job?
Where is the job?
Where's
It
the
doesn't
job?
make you more. It doesn't make you more employable.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
MSc does not make you more employable.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
You don't have
Let me
you don't have
put it
work
clear.
experience.
You don't have a work experience. You are even see going back to this MS, going to do your MS in that source. You are even stressing yourself because you are even taking longer again before even having a job.
Yeah.
Because when you go and start doing it, when you go and start looking for jobs, they're not employing you based on your MSc. They're employing you based on your experience.
Yes.
And then
That's
when you
the
have
role
your
they are
job, you
giving
can
you.
then go
And you don't have
do
any
your MSc.
experience.
And you don't have any
wasted time.
experience. Go and get experience. If the MSc is abroad, go now. So
I'll go and say, as a prodigal son, I return to you.
Just
Oh,
go and
Daddy.
beg your papa. I can give
Carry
you
your mother along. So your mother will have you something to blows at the end of the day.
Please travel abroad. If it's in Nigeria, go and learn a skill. Even if it's 20,000 naira they're paying you, take it first.
Get the experience.
Get the experience. Leave MSc.
Oh my God.
You think you are suffering? Go and do MSc. You think you suffered in your BSc? Go and do MSc in a Nigerian university,
You go know how far.
bro.
Trenches.
Oh yeah.
All right, I think that concludes this episode of Loose Talk.
Yep.
I'm going to leave you guys with the classic. For those who know, if you know, you know.
What kind of old boomer music is
This
this?
is not old, though. Come on. This is
Peace out.
This is Wasiu Alabi Pasuma.
No.
Napoli like Lagos. Hey. If you can see Steve now, Steve is dancing to Fuji.
There's one day I passed Ikeja under bridge, and Pasuma was doing a concert there. I don't know how first of all you do a concert on that bridge, but those guys made it work. That was like Warzone. Shout out to Popsi Aliyah.
Yeah.
Àṣírí ní Chicago, Kulela Abaka, àṣírí ní Maryland, nílùú Washington.
This is the music they don't know like it.
Àdìsẹ́lú London, ìyẹn ò níye, East, West, South and North, Abaka Yalabi. Àdìsẹ́lú ní Ìrọ̀bọ̀ Ṣùwà, Abaka Yọ̀ṣọ́lọ́. Àdìkọrin ní Orlando. Labaka Jiba, Hollanda, Amsterdam Jiba, De Agikazo, Azereni Belgium, Moni, Brussels Alabi, Ati Antwerp Jiba, Adeshereni Spain.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Bye.